This is Talk Radio, WCZN. It's time for Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio, WCZN. Play ball! Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio, WCZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Now, let's head to the ballpark with the voice of the Trash Pandas, Josh Carey.
And a pleasant Wednesday evening to everyone, and welcome to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Josh Carey welcoming you to Toyota Field in Madison, Alabama, where tonight it is Game 2 of a 6-game series between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Birmingham Barons. Back in Mission Command running the boards is Daniel Williams, and this is the pregame show. The Trash Pandas will try to make it a season-high 5 wins in a row tonight as they take on the Barons, trying to continue their good work after an 8-3 win over Birmingham yesterday, which put Rocket City at 53 and 49 for the season, 18 and 16 for the second half. Meanwhile, Birmingham dropped to 41 and 62 overall, 15 and 19 for half number 2. Let's go ahead and take you through what happened in last night's game. And candidly, Rocket City was a little shorthanded because of all the trades the Angels made during the deadline on Monday. There was a lot of roster upheaval, not just here, but throughout the entire Angels farm system. As a result, a lot of guys weren't able to get to town until just before game time yesterday. As a result, Rocket City was a little short on the bench, and they had a makeshift starting lineup to get them through yesterday's game. But according to the Bats, they didn't mind as they pounded out 10 hits and played at 8 runs. It was Nick Rodriguez getting things started in the first inning with a double. He would move to third on a ground out to the mound by Jake Monroe and then score on an RBI single by Tucker Flint for Tucker, his 58th RBI of the year. That put Rocket City ahead 1-0. Then an odd play. It was Caleb Bartolero who would flare a single down the right field line, sending Flint first to third. On the throw back into the infield, Bartolero tried to stretch it into a double. He wound up getting caught in a rundown between first and second, and during that rundown, Flint was able to advance to the plate. No RBI for Bartolero. He is credited with a single. He was out on the play 9-3-6, but Flint did score on the play, and that gave Rocket City a 2-0 lead, wrapping up a 2-run first inning. The Barons were held scoreless through the first 3 innings by Austin Gordon, who had a great night last night. 10 strikeouts, which tied him for a season high. He cruised through the first 3 innings with 6 strikeouts. Then he struck out the first 2 men he faced in the 4th inning before Anthony DePino went deep against him for a solo home run number 14, RBI number 45, and that would make it a 2-1 ball game. However, that was as close as the Barons would get. Rocket City would explode for 4 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning and pretty much put the game away. Flint led off with a walk. He would steal second and third after Caleb Bartolero grounded out to third. Flint would finally score on an RBI single by Jake Thompson for Thompson, his 17th RBI of the year, and that gave Rocket City a 3-1 lead. Juan Flores would then follow with a double, moving Thompson to third. A wild pitch, which was uncorked by Connor McCullough, the starting pitcher for the Barons, allowed Thompson to come in. Flores went second to third, and Rocket City led it at that point by the score of 4-1. After that, Anthony Skull would rope a single against the drawn-in infield, scoring Flores from third. That would make it a 5-1 ball game, and then after that, Skull would steal second, one of 4 stolen bases in the game for Rocket City. After Cole Fontenelle struck out swinging, Matt McCroskey would rope a single into center field. That would bring in Skull from second, and Rocket City led it at that point by the score of 6-1. Barons got a run back in the 5th inning, leadoff single by Ryan Burrows. 3 batters later with 2 away, it was Samuel Zavala coming through in the clutch with an RBI double, scoring Burrows from first, and that would make it a 6-2 contest. Rocket City responded with an unearned run in the 5th inning. Leadoff single by Jake Monroe. He would go to first to third on a failed pickoff attempt by relief pitcher Nick Altermat. After that, a sac fly to right by Flint would make it a 7-2 ball game for Flint, his 59th RBI of the season. That leads the team. He reached base all 4 times last night with a single, 2 walks, and that sac fly. So it was a 7-2 ball game at that point. The Barons got an unearned run in the 8th inning. Leadoff single by Samuel Zavala. He would go to second on a poor throw by relief pitcher Carlos Espinosa. In fact, he went to third on the play, and he would wind up scoring on a 2-out RBI fielder's choice by Alec Briley, and that would make it a 7-3 ball game. Rocket City got its final run In the 8th inning, leadoff walk to Juan Flores. He would move to second on a single by Skull. Another walk to Cole Fontenelle would load the bases with no one out. 2 batters later, Nick Rodriguez lofted a sacrifice fly to center. That would bring in Flores and make the final 8-3. Here were your totals for Birmingham. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3. Rocket City, 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6. Gordon the win. He moves to 5-6. Nice night. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. He again 5-6. Connor McCullough the loss. He dropped to 1-7. 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. No save in the game. Time of game was 2 hours and 24 minutes, and the attendance 2,870. As again, Rocket City beats up on Birmingham last night by the final of 8-3. So there's a look at what happened in yesterday's ballgame. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. Come back, take a look at the Southern League standings right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Valley Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Valley Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Welcome back to Toyota Field as we continue to get ready for first pitch. Rocket City taking on Birmingham this evening. And again, Josh Carey with you. Here's a look at the standings as we interplay on this Wednesday evening. In the North, Rocket City is in front. They are 18-16. Again, they have won 4 in a row in 6 of their last 10. Their lead is actually down to 1 game. It says 1.5 on the sheet, but Knoxville did just defeat Chattanooga moments ago 4-0 in game 1 of a doubleheader at Chattanooga. So the Smokies are now at 17-17. They're a full game back of Rocket City entering play tonight. Birmingham, meanwhile, 15-19, only 3 back, and bringing up the rear is Chattanooga. They continue to struggle, 12-21, 5.5 games out. They have lost 8 of 10. Meanwhile, in the South, Biloxi and Pensacola are tied atop the Southern Division at 20-14. They are both 2 games up on Montgomery, and the Biscuits continue to hang around. They are 18-16. They are 2 back, like I mentioned. They have won 7 of their last 10, including 3 in a row. And Columbus in last place at 16-18. They are 4 out. They've lost 7 of 10, including 4 games in a row. So there's a look at the standings from around the Southern League. We will go ahead and take our final break. When we come back, we will have starting lineups and first pitch of tonight's game between Rocket City and Birmingham. That's all coming up right after this as you listen to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit crestwoodmedcenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Welcome back to Toyota Field, everyone. Josh Carey joined alongside Chris Harris, and back in Mission Command running the boards is Daniel Williams. And we also want to welcome those of you watching on 31.6 Way More Television as we get ready for the second game of this series between Rocket City and Birmingham. And really the story, Chris, and it's really a carryover from last night. We'll finally get to see those new prospects who were involved in the trade deadline on Monday as they make their Trash Pandas debut.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for especially Angels fans as they get a chance to see these new guys. As Arjun Nimmala, the shortstop, Eddie Micheletti Jr., both coming over from Toronto, and then Jacob Cozart, who came over from Cleveland, all making their organizational debuts tonight, and a very new look starting lineup that you'll be giving here in just a couple of moments as Rocket City looks to win a fifth consecutive game today.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun here this evening. But first things first, let's get to our national anthem. We go down to the field where the Cityscape Quartet is ready to perform. That is the Rocket City Quartet with our national anthem, and we are ready to go. Before we do, want to remind you again, Rocket City won last night, and their wins are brought to you by Twice Daily. Twice Daily Rewards members get a $1 slice off of pizza the following day. Limit one per loyalty account. Here's the starting lineup for the Barons, who come in at 41-62 on the season, 15-19 for the second half. They'll be facing starting left-hander Lucas Knowles in what may very well be just a glorified bullpen game for Rocket City. Lucas making his first start 1-0, a 6.23 ERA. Here's how the Barons line up. Leading it off, playing right field, will be Dylan Campbell. Batting second is Caleb Bonnemer. He's over at the hot corner. Alec Briley in the 3 position. He'll be tonight's designated hitter. Anthony DePino, who hit a home run last night, will back cleanup and play first base. Colby Shelton hits 5th. He will play second. Ryan Burrows in the 6th position. He's out in center field. In the 7th spot, playing left and making his series debut, will be James Taussig. In the 8th spot will be the catcher Grant McGill. And batting 9th, also making his series debut, is the shortstop Jose Colmenares. The umpires for tonight's ball game, behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, is Brandon Spavak. Over at first is Justin Hilton, and your third base umpire is Garrett Nelson. He is the crew chief. The clouds have rolled in. There was a threat of rain earlier today, but it looks like that's going to stay away. The good news about the cloud cover, it's going to help cool things off as it was a very hot and humid day, as is usually the case here in August in Alabama. Throw goes down to second. Rocket City, white tops, white bottoms. It says Trash Pandas in black cursive lettering across the front of the jersey. Capital letters with red trim, small powder blue numeral on the left tip with red trim, large powder blue numeral on the back with red trim, powder blue cap, black bill, sprocket shooting through the trash can in the middle. As for the Barons, black tops, gray bottoms, it says Magic City across the front. Magic in white cursive lettering, capital M, lowercase everything else. City in bold block red lettering underneath that, and a small red numeral on the left tip, large red numeral on the back. First pitch by Knowles is a fastball. It's a strike. It's 0-1, and first pitch is right on time at 6:35 this evening. Also, the Barons tonight wearing the black cap with the red bill and the capital white block letter B in the middle. As the 0-1, there's another strike as he threw him something off speed. It will go to no balls and 2 strikes on Campbell, who's at 228 with 10 home runs and 45 driven in. Wind blowing out pretty briskly to right field at this hour. Next pitch. Missing high with a fastball is Knowles. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lucas going to look back in. He's ready, and the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, that also misses high. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, it is 83 degrees at first pitch, and that temperature will continue to drop. Actually, it's now 80 degrees at first pitch, and that will continue to drop as we go through the evening. The 2-2 swung on, lobbed into right field, but drifting back is Micheletti, and his first chance as a Rocket City defender. He makes the catch. That's out number 1. Here's the defense from Rocket City, by the way. Left to right, Thompson, Flint, and Micheletti. Third to first, Monroe, Nimmala, followed by Rodriguez and Bartolero. Behind the plate, Flores, and again on the hill is Lucas Knowles. So 1 out as Campbell flies to right. Here is Caleb Bonnemer, 258 with 9 homers and 28 driven in. This is a left-on-right matchup. Knowles delivers, and the fastball missed inside. It's 1-0. For Knowles, this is his second appearance against Birmingham. Came on in relief against the Barons in the Sunday game out of the All-Star break on July the 19th. 2 1/3 shutout innings. He pitched really well. Struck out none, walked 1. As the next pitch misses high and away, a changeup. 2 balls and no strikes. He's actually struggled his last couple of outings as Knowles. Last pitched on the 30th at Columbus. Inning in the third, allowed 3 runs on 3 hits and walked 2. It's the 2-0. Did he hold up on his swing? Apparently he did. That was a slider down and in, 3-0. Lucas out of the Washington Nationals organization, made it up to AAA Rochester at one point. Off the line at first, Bartolero. 3-0. There's a strike, as taking all the way was Bonnemer. 3-1. Caleb 0 for 4 last night, had 3 strikeouts as the wind continues to blow out to right. Knowles peers in. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, bounced at third, waiting back on 2 hops is Monroe. Throw across the diamond is in time, and that'll be the second out of the first inning. 2 quick outs. Here's Alec Briley, 258, 21 homers, 64 driven in.
The thing for Knowles and what we've seen so far with him is, you know, he's going to give up some contact, but he's going to throw a ton of strikes, too. He's going to keep the ball in play and keep these defenders on alert. First start for us, but he's not new to starting. He made 6 starts out of his 17 appearances with Tri-City to start the year. This will be his 31st career start for, as you mentioned, the former Washington National farmhand.
Fastball misses high. It goes to 1-0 on Briley, who drove in a run yesterday. 3-pitch pitcher is Knowles. He's fastball, slider, and changeup. As the next pitch is a strike. Sinker on the lower inside corner. Going to even at a ball and a strike.
One thing with Rocket City now employing a 6-man rotation. At least that's the plan for the remainder of the season.
Here's the 1-1, and oh boy, got the slider high and away, but he got Briley to chase, and he whipped at it 1-2. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. What I will say for the pitchers is you know what day of the week you're going to pitch.
Yep.
So that might help some guys out. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit foul at home plate. On a changeup, it remains at 1-2. The thing I don't like about it is, obviously, if you pitch in the majors, you're going to pitch on all sorts of different days. You may pitch on a Tuesday, then a Sunday, then a Saturday, then a Thursday.
Yeah.
You need to get used to that.
No, for Tyler Bremner, he's been a Saturday starter this year. Kind of like college, you have your Friday, Saturday, Sunday starters, your midweek guy.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, tip, foul at home plate. He tried to get the sinker past him, and he just got a piece of it. Going to remain at 1-2. Yeah, but the problem is you got to get them away from that, or at least that's just one man's opinion. Off the line at first is Bartolero. 1-2 offering. Here it is. In the dirt. And throw him a changeup. It's 2-2. Look, playing the World Series, and you're only used to playing on Fridays, and the Friday happens to be a day off. You got to get around that. Knowles trying to end the inning. Here's the 2-2. Fastball just inside, and I think it's 3-2. It is. Riley threw his bat away. He went about a third of the way up the first base line, then realized that he was off a pitch.
And the pitch clock's going.
He needs to hurry. He's at 8-7. Now they call time. Pitch clock. There you go. It's a strikeout. And Pat Leland can't believe it. That's the right call. Look, you throw the bat down. They can't stop play. They're going to roll the clock. And now Pat Leland going to talk it over with Garrett Nelson, who is the crew chief. As far as I'm concerned, that's the right call. And a gift strikeout for Knowles will end the inning, his first of the game. So 1-2-3 go the Barons in the top of the first inning. Bottom half on its way. Birmingham nothing. Rocket City coming to bat. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the first, 1-2-3 went Birmingham in the top half. Now the Trash Pandas head to the plate with a record of 53-49 for the season, 18-16 in the second half as Drew Thorpe's first pitch misses high and away. It's 1-0. He's on a major league rehab assignment, but it was just a couple of years ago we saw him in a Birmingham uniform while dominating the Southern League. As the curveball is flared down the left field line, twisting foul as it short hops the extended netting off the bat of Rodriguez. Going to go to 1-1. Nick will lead it off, play second, hitting .272, 3 homers and 50 driven in. Arjun Nimmala about to make his Trash Pandas debut. He will hit second and play short. Jake Monroe in the 3 spot at third. Eddie Micheletti Jr. will bat cleanup and play right as the 1-1. Fastball, that one just missed high and tight. 2 balls and a strike. Tucker Flint will bat fifth and patrol center. Caleb Bartolero in the 6th spot at first. Juan Flores in the 7th position. He'll do the catching. He had 2 hits yesterday as going after the next pitch and fouling it away is Rodriguez on the changeup. It'll go to 2-2. Jacob Cozart will hit 8th and be the designated hitter. And Jake Thompson will bat 9th and play left field. The count 2-2 on Nick Rodriguez. Slightly open stance. Off the line at third is Bonnemer. Thorpe winds up and delivers. Swung and fought off to the left. Good fight here by Rodriguez. It'll remain at 2-2. The defense for the Barons, left to right, it's Taussig, followed by Burrows and Campbell. Third to first, Bonnemer. Clominares, followed by Shelton and DePino. Behind the plate, McGill, and on the hill again is Drew Thorpe. The right-hander will peer in. 2-2 on the way. Breaking pitch again fought off to the left. You can see he's trying to wait back on those changeups and sliders. Is Rodriguez maybe a little too far out in front, but he was able to keep the hands back and fight it off to the left. Going to stay at 2-2. Thorpe, born in Washington, Utah, as the pitch just missed outside. Boy, that was close. Four-seam fastball, and looked like McGill stood up and was ready to throw it around the horn, but it was called off the plate by Brandon Spivak. Payoff pitch, here it is. High and away, ball four, missed with a changeup. Good at bat by Rodriguez, as he draws a leadoff walk on Thorpe. Walk number one by Thorpe, and one on with no one out, and about to make his Angels debut, Trash Pandas debut, Arjun Nimmala. He's played at 4 different affiliates for the Blue Jays this season. Most recently, AA New Hampshire for the year, 265, 8 homers, 34 driven in, the number 20 overall pick of the 2023 draft. And now a snap throw to first, high, but able to reel it in. DePino off the strike to Nimmala. It's 0-1. Nimmala out of Tampa, Florida. He and Nick Rodriguez from the same city. He and Nick Rodriguez and Camden Manassi. Right on right, next offering. Fastball missing down and away. Going to go to a ball and a strike. Again, he was acquired in the Jose Soriano trade on Monday. A right-handed bat ready to go. You're going to be a little surprised when you see that first swing. Here's the 1-1 as the runner goes. Pitch, a swing and a miss, and able to make second base easily off the off-speed pitch was Thorpe, or was Rodriguez. That'll be his 11th stolen base of the season in 18 opportunities, as whiffing at the slider down and away is Nimmala. He's got a very unique follow-through, a very natural uppercut, as the count is at a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's a natural uppercut. Looks a little bit odd, but
1-2, tap to the right side. Nicely done to his left to field Shelton. Throw to first in time as Rodriguez moves second to third. Nice first at bat. Put it in play, right side, and move the runner along. And fans, get all your Trash Pandas gear online at shoptrashpandas.com or in the store at the Junkyard Team store at Toyota Field or the Trash Pandas store located on Hughes Road.
Really has a good bat whip, and watching his batting practice today, talking about Nimmala, sounds kind of different coming off his bat. And talking to Tony Jaramillo, the Trash Panda hitting coach, who now has some clay to mold, some great ones too.
Right on right as Monroe waits, and the first pitch misses low, a changeup. 1-0 as he'll go against a drawn-in infield. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see what Tony can do with him over these final 6 weeks, as the Barons will play Monroe straight away in the outfield. The 1-0 pitch. Swung, bounced foul past third. Another changeup. He hung that one, but Monroe couldn't take advantage. It's 1-1. By the way, congratulations to Jake. He was named the Trash Pandas Player of the Month. He was given an award before the ball game today, and boy, well deserved. He's .325 entering play today, 3 homers, 23 driven in. Thorpe delivers, swung, lofted into right. Runner will tag to his right is Campbell. He's there, he makes the catch, runner coming. Throw headed to the plate. It's on a bounce. It's going to be late as Nick Rodriguez dives in head first. A sacrifice fly to right by Jake Monroe. He drives in his 24th run as a Trash Panda, and Rocket City in front 1-0.
Just nice, beautiful baseball being played here in the first inning. Get him on, get him over, get him in, and similar to yesterday's first inning, it's just nice when you can give your starting pitcher an early lead before he takes the mound.
So an early lead, Tucker Flint will come to the plate, 251, 14 homers, and 45 driven in. Fans, Defense Pest Solutions is a proud sponsor of Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball, on a service you can trust to protect what matters most. That's Defense Pest Solutions, as the first pitch is a strike. And I'm sorry I was a hitter off. This is Eddie Micheletti Jr., 251, 14 homers, 45 driven in with the Blue Jays organization. And now he rips one into right center field, tailing away. That's going to split the gap and one hop the wall. Micheletti on his way to second, and he'll stop there with a leadoff double. So each of the new guys is making their presence known. Nimmala moves the runner along on a ground out, and Micheletti ropes a double.
That's his 21st double of the year. I mean, we robbed New Hampshire's Double-A squad of two of their best hitters in Micheletti and Nimmala. Off the bat, that was smoked by Eddie. 93 games there, 252 as you mentioned, 14 bombs, 45 driven in, man. That's some pop we got in this lineup now.
108 off the bat on that swing. Now here's Tucker Flint, 243, 10 homers, 59 RBI. And he goes after the first pitch, fouls it straight back. It's 0-1 as Thorpe having to work a little bit in this inning. He's thrown 17 pitches. This is an interesting matchup just because Flint's one of the few guys in the Rocket City lineup who's seen Thorpe before. That was a couple years ago, of course. The look in, a check of second now. Here's the 0-1. That one will miss down and in. Another changeup. Going to even at a ball and a strike. Let's see, Thorpe against Rocket City for his career is 1-1. That was over 3 games. Had a 1.50 ERA in 18 innings. Right against left, open stance for Flint. Oh, he checked his swing and fouled it away. He didn't want to do that, even though it was going to be a strike. Change up down and in. It will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The thing I remember, of course, about Thorpe is his changeup. That's his bread and butter pitch. And he throws it like a four-seam fastball. That's one thing that makes it so good is he throws it just like his four-seam fastball with that same grip other than going with the circle change or more of a splitter.
Check of second. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with that changeup. Flynn out in front. He fans at it. Strikeout number 1 for Thorpe, and Rocket City will settle for 1 in the first inning. They get a run. It's earned. They do it on 1 hit. No errors in the inning. 1 runner left on base. We will move to the second inning. It's 1-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the Northrop Grumman second inning, 1-0 Rocket City out to the early lead on Birmingham, and do it for the Barons. It'll be the middle part of the order, left on right as Lucas Knowles goes back to work. His first pitch, it'll be high. That was a slider. 1-0. Anthony DePino followed by Colby Shelton and then Ryan Burrows here in the second inning. Rocket City again out to an early lead as playing off the line at first is Bartolero. And the 1-0 is a fastball just missing low. Knowles falls behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Fans continuing to file in on this humid Wednesday. It's bookworm night here at the ballpark, and Chris will tell you a little bit more about that. The 2-0 pitch. Swung, pop foul, off to the right by DePino, going to go to 2-1. By the way, I was talking about DePino a little bit. Obviously, he hit the home run yesterday. He's the Rhode Island Rams all-time home run leader. Look at his setup. I think it reminds you of Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here's the 2-1. That's not what Jeff Bagwell did, though, as he swings and misses. So it'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 257, 14 homers, and 45 driven in. Right-handed bat ready to go. He also struck out 3 times last night, it should be noted. Knowles winds up and fires. Swung, rolled to short. Nimmala in, up, throw, in time. Nice play, 1 out. First time we've seen Nimmala play defensively. Look very smooth on that ground ball. And 1 away for Colby Shelton, 2-12, 12 homers, 38 RBI.
Yeah, the 20-year-old getting his first chance, and heard nothing but good things about his defense. And always nice to get that first chance with your new team behind you.
Yeah, it's almost unfair that we're watching them so closely. You know it's going to take a couple of games for all the new guys to get acclimated as the fastball is a strike. 0-1, I think really 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, you're going to have a better read on what everyone can do. Shelton stands in, 0-for-3 last night, former Alabama product. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, tap foul at home plate. We'll go to 0-2. I think Flores thought the ball was popped up. He kind of jerked his head in the air as if to look up. 0-2 on the left-handed hitter. Angels at this hour are on the road at Baltimore and losing 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Off the line at third, Monroe. Here's the 0-2. Swung, pop foul, back behind everyone. That's going to leave the stadium. In fact, it lands on the roof. Here at Toyota Field, it will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Knowles out of suburban Seattle, Belfair, Washington, to be exact. Here's the 0-2. Swung, tap foul, straight back. That was a pretty good slider. Well out in front was Shelton, and he fought it off. Now ready? The 0-2 by Knowles. A check swing foul. He was fooled again on the slider was Shelton, but he still was able to fight it off. It'll remain at no balls and 2 strikes. They've started game 2 of that doubleheader in Chattanooga. Knoxville and the Lookouts are scoreless. Again, Knoxville get game 1 4-0. We'll keep an eye on that one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Flores as he went back to the slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think probably the most impressive game we saw Knowles pitch. I think back to that long rain delay we had against Pensacola. That was, I think, July 1st or 2nd, somewhere in there. Here's the 1-2. That ball ripped up the middle and into right center field for a base hit. Over to cut it off. That's going to be Micheletti. Wide turn at first by Shelton, but he'll put the brakes on. That one 100 off the bat, and give Shelton credit. He continued to fight the count, finally got a pitch to handle, and he'll pick up the first hit of the game for Birmingham.
That's the one thing with Lucas, you know you're going to get some contact, may give up a run or two, maybe a home run, but just kind of let the guys put the ball in play, and veteran guy out there on the hill.
Well, you go back to that game against Pensacola. For those who don't remember, Rocket City was down 4-0 in the 2nd inning with the skies open. We sat here for about an hour and a half in a rain delay, left on right as the set. Runner gloves from first, pitches swung and missed, throw back is not in time. Boy, when he bluffed and stopped and the pitch was swung and missed, I thought he was dead to rights, giving Flores his arm, but Shelton was able to dive back. Here's a look at the replay. That was a good throw, too. He was just able to get back in there. 0-1 the count. Next pitch, swung, fouled straight back by Burrows. 217, no homers and an RBI. It's 0-2. But we sat around for an hour and a half, and coming out of the rain delay, Knowles gave up 2 runs, but he went 2 or 3 innings, kept Rocket City in the game, and then the Trash Pandas blew it open late, wound up winning easily, but he kept Rocket City in the contest. From the letters, 0-2. Swung, hit foul off to the right. Going to remain at no balls and 2 strikes. And you figure if he can give you about 3 tonight, you'll take that. Shaded up the middle at second is Rodriguez. A lot of room on the right side as Bartolero holds the runner aboard. The 0-2, here it is. Swung on, skied along the line and right. Long run, Micheletti. He'll watch it land foul onto the berm. And we'll do it all over again as Knowles continues to get ahead in the count. Just hasn't been able to finish anyone off. The young fan comes away with the baseball on that berm.
Reading some books down there on the berm, Josh.
Well, it's Brookworm night, Chris. Feels like a library down there. Here's the set. The 0-2, instead of throw to first and back standing, is Shelton.
I'll be honest, I didn't spend much time in the library.
Neither did I. Just look at my report card.
The son of an English teacher, but the library was always fun when you had those little sales they would have, the little book fairs.
The 0-2. Head hard and through the left side for a base hit. Over to get to it is Thompson, and again, an 0-2 count, but the Barons are able to fight it into the outfield for a single. Shelton goes first to second, Burrows with his second hit of the series, and now Birmingham has something cooking. 2 on with 1 out for James Taussig. First time we've called his name in this series, as he will step to the plate. Taussig, he's an outfielder out of Houston, Texas. Went to Texas San Antonio. He was actually in the Carolina League last season. And he'll step in. He is batting, 0. All zeros for him.
For his first 8.
Left on left. First pitch, Knowles. Swung, popped up. Rainmaker into shallow right. Out goes Rodriguez. In is Micheletti. Rodriguez over the shoulder makes the catch, and he quickly gets it back in. Staying at second is Shelton, and remaining at first is Burrows, and that is out number 2. So Taussig pops up, and 2 away for Grant McGill as we look at it again. Good play by Rodriguez. You can see Micheletti playing way back, had no shot to get to the ball. So here's McGill, who played last night. He's at 275, 3 homers, and 16 RBI. And a chance for Knowles to get out of the inning. Left on right, playing behind the runner at first is Bartolero. First pitch, runners go, and the pitch is going to be outside, and they're going to let them steal. No throw by Flores. So Shelton will steal his 6 and 9 opportunities. Burrows his second in as many chances. And now a base hit should mean 2 runs. It's 1-0 to the right-handed hitting McGill. Left on right. The kick and delivery. Fastball swung on and missed. Went high and tight to the right-handed hitter. It's 1-1. McGill will peer back in, or pardon me, Knowles will peer in on McGill out of Littleton, Colorado. The 1-1. Fastball high and tight. Did he go? No, he did not, says first base umpire Justin Hilton. 2-1. That's the same hometown, by the way, as Blake Wyman, Littleton. And we'll keep an eye on that Angels game, see if maybe Blake gets in there tonight, and that'd be great. Again, he was called up to the majors following the trade deadline on Monday. The set. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw him a high slider, but McGill came up empty. So it's 2-2, and after all this, Knowles has a chance to pitch out of the inning. This is his 23rd pitch of the frame. Away at third is Shelton. Leading from second is Burrows. Off the line at first is Bartolero.
I'd go with that high slider one more time here.
After the last swing, I wouldn't blame him. 2-2 pitch, here it is. Just missed inside. He actually went sinker that time. And a payoff pitch will be due to the right-handed hitter as Jose Colmenares waits on deck. Wind continues to drift out toward right field. Shaded up the middle slightly. The second baseman, Rodriguez. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Swung and sliced foul off to the right. Going to remain at 3-2. He hasn't had an issue getting ahead as Knowles. It's just a matter of finishing them off. Again, he doesn't have an overpowering fastball. It's going to be depth and deception that keeps hitters off balance. Brown claps it up again. 3-2 on the way. High and away. Ball 4. Missed with the changeup. So he walks McGill, and that'll load the bases with 2 away for Jose Colmenares. Before he stands in, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
Tim Levesque out there to have a word with Knowles as he does that. Trash Panda fans, if you want to continue following the Angels' top prospects and tomorrow's stars wherever you go, then be sure to download the Valley Sports Live app. It's hands down the best way to watch minor league baseball. Get every game at your fingertips all season long, plus real-time enhanced stats and an interactive bingo game you can play right along with every pitch. You can watch from your phone or your TV, and the best part, it's completely free.
No. Someone got tossed from the Rocket City dugout.
And it looks like it's Joe Cruzel. And the best part, it's completely free. Just head to the App Store and download Bally Sports Live today. Looks like it's Joe, given the reaction.
Just kind of corner of my eye saw our home plate umpire, Brendan Spivak, throw him out of the game.
Well, it's interesting. Throughout that entire battle, really throughout this inning, there haven't been too many controversial pitches, or at least anything I've seen.
This is our first interaction with this crew. Joe's getting his money's worth right now.
This is about as steamed as I've seen Joe all season. So he'll depart. And he'll do so with the bases loaded and 2 away. So that means Darren Brown will become the manager for the rest of the night. He'll also coach third, and my guess is Tony Jaramillo will coach first. So Colmenares will come to the plate, 286, no homers or RBI, and I think right now they're waiting for Joe to depart the field. He's in the dugout at the moment.
Got a few Rovers in town. I would imagine maybe somebody's going to go in there and put on a uniform so they can coach first.
And Joe's making his way up the tunnel right now. So now they're going to give Knowles a couple of warm-up pitches. As, again, we had that mound visit. You know what? I wonder if it had to do, did they maybe break up the meeting too soon? Oh, it never reset for the mound meeting, so that's what it was. Or at least according to Joe. So that's what it was about. So left on right, bases loaded with 2 away. And the first pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That was a slider high and away. 0-1.
I can't imagine if you're going to say something about that. I mean, that's a really quick trigger unless something was said other than just asking about that. That's strange.
From the letters, here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider again low. It goes to 0-2. Well, you go back to the strikeout of Alec Briley. Again, he threw the bat away and they started the clock, and I don't know if that may have had something to do with it as well. Either way, it's 0-2 and a chance for Knowles to finish the inning, and I just go back to that slider one more time.
Of course, you had the pitch clock issue on the automatic strike in the first inning.
Here's the set. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider. Colmenares goes down swinging. Strikeout number 2 for Knowles, and after all that, he pitches out of a bases-loaded jam with no runs scoring. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. Bottom of the Northrop Grumman, second on its way, 1-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Bally Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the Northrop Grumman second inning, 1-0 Rocket City. with the lead. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. The first pitch is down and away, and it's 1-0 on Caleb Bartolero, 247, 5 homers, and 27 driven in. Right on right against Drew Thorpe as the next pitch chased a changeup down and away, and he came up empty. 1-1 on the right-handed hitter. Bartolero 1 for 4 yesterday. Thorpe gave up a run on a hit while walking one and striking out another last frame. The 1-1 hit hard and back through the middle for a base hit. Rolled it back through the box to Bartolero. He'll pick up his second hit of the series, and the ball is booted, and that'll allow Bartolero to take second. That'll be a single and then an E8 on Burrows. He came in to field the ball, and it somehow found its way under his mitt.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of hop this took looking at the replay. By the way, Bartolero staying red hot. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. Oh, he just muffed it.
Yep.
Got to keep your eye on the ball.
So a runner at second with no one out, and we've got, this is Cozart at the plate. As the pitch is rolled up the middle, trickling and diving into center field for a hit. Runner at third, he'll come around and score standing up, and it'll be Jacob Cozart with a seeing-eye single in his first at-bat as a Trash Panda. And as an Angel, that'll be his 45th RBI of the year, coming from the Guardians organization, and it's 2-0. And now Juan Flores will stand in there. Juan, 229, 4 homers, and 14 RBI. This is a right-on-right matchup as, well, each of the three guys has done something pretty nice offensively. Right on right as the first offering misses high. It'll go to 1-0. Again, Nimmala moved a runner from second to third on a rollout to the right side. Micheletti with a resounding double, and now a seeing-eye single by Cozart, who is out of NC State. Former second-round pick of the Guardians, came over in the Joe Adell trade as the pitch is cut through and missed by Flores. It'll go to 1-1. Juan, by the way, 2 of 3 in yesterday's game. Right on right matchup. Next pitch misses down and away. Another fastball. Going to go to 2-1. So Rocket City comes in here against a bona fide big leaguer in Thorpe, and they're able to put 2 runs on the board against him, and they're looking for more. Thorpe pitched on the 30th against Chattanooga. As the pitch is lob foul down the left side, out in front on the fastball was Flores that time. It will even at 2-2. In that game, he got a no decision, but he went 4 shutout frames, allowed only a single hit, and struck out 5, walked none, in a 7-1 Barons victory. A lot of room on the right side as DePino holds the runner aboard. Next offering is in on his hands, fought off to the right by Flores. It'll even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flores ready again. He bluffs from first, and the pitch. This is outside. That was a 4-seam fastball. Actually, that should have been a strike. It easily caught the inside corner, but they didn't give him the call. So a run full to 3-2, perhaps a break here by Flores. Runner will lead at first, right against right. Payoff pitch, here it is. Swung and popped foul off to the left. Again, out in front was Flores. It'll remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and already activity underway in the Birmingham bullpen. Again, Thorpe, you know he's on a pitch count, so he's already pushing 30 pitches. He's up to number 24 right now. At the letters, 3-2. Here it is. Runner bluffs, pitches popped up right side. Watching it land foul will be DePino. Going to remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, when John Mozeliak went through all those roster moves and those trades on Monday, he was looking for guys who did not strike out a lot. Well, last night, Rocket City struggled a little bit with the K. They K'd 9 times, but you can see a lot of fight here in the games tonight as the pitch is jammed, and a little foul ball first base side, and it'll land right on top of the Rocket City dugout railing on that first base side, remaining at 3-2. He fought it off, did Flores, and it just didn't quite have enough height for DePino to run over and catch up to it. But what I'm saying is, in the past, is we've seen so many strikeouts from these Trash Panda teams. Now you see guys shortening up and really fighting Thorpe this evening. Again, away at first is Cozart. At the letters, 3-2. Swung, pop, foul, and back again. Keep fighting, young fella. Going to remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind has died down, has shaded up the middle. The second baseman, Shelton. Cozart leads away again. And the 3-2. Swung, dribbled softly to short. To his left, Colmenares. He'll run to the bag in time there, throw to first in time there. That'll be a 6-3 double play as he hit the ball too softly, and Colmenares was up to the task. Fans, download the Trash Pandas Rewards app where you can become a member to earn points throughout the season for exclusive prizes. Scan the QR code and download the app to sign up now. So 2 out, no one on base, and now coming to the plate will be Jake Thompson. Jake, 258, 2 homers, 17 driven in. This is a right-on-left matchup. First pitch. Fastball. There's a strike. It's 0-1. 0-2-1 for Birmingham. 2-3-0 for Rocket City. Next offering. A little cue shot into shallow left, but over is the shortstop to make the catch. That's Colmenares about on the cut of the grass. A little flare on the pop-up by Thompson. And that will retire the side for Rocket City. They do get a run. It's unearned as they do it on 2 hits. There was 1 error in the inning and no one left on base. Into the Northrop Grumman second, 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself. Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner. Premier result. Visit afix.com.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Move to the top of the 3rd inning. It's a 2-0 Rocket City lead. Lucas Knowles will stay out there and face the top of the Barons order. Campbell, Bonnemer, and Briley. Left on right, and the first pitch is just off the plate. That looked like a strike, and Knowles, you can see, wanted that pitch. It was a slider away, but it caught the upper outside corner. Called off the plate, though. And it's 1-0. Next pitch, here it is. And that one will miss down and away. That one was off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to Campbell, who led off the ball game with a fly out to right. Off the line at first is Bartolero. Here's the 2-0. That one down and away, another sinker. So he's down in the count. 3 balls and no strikes, and you begin to see guys stretch out in the Rocket City bullpen. In fact, a right-hander is throwing at the moment. Knowles into his windup, the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. He caught the... Boy, that one was close, too. It'll go to 3-1 on Campbell, who's now 0 for 4 in the series. Haven't had a chance to really talk about him as much. Near the line at third is Monroe. 3-1. Fastball hit foul straight back and out of the stadium. It'll run full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Campbell, only 24 years old. Out of Houston, Texas, acquired in a trade with the Phillies in June. Hit .216 at Reading as 3-2 swung, pop foul off to the right. It'll remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. White Sox traded right fielder Derek Hill and other considerations to the Phillies for Campbell, as well as second baseman Jose Colmenares, who we just saw come to the plate moments ago. The look in, payoff pitch. Swung, looped out into shallow right, charging in Micheletti. He can't get there. It's going to dunk down for a hit. That's a bad break for Knowles. He made a nice pitch. It was a sinker way outside, and he still got Campbell to chase it. Caught it right off the end of the bat, and he flared it into right field for a bloop single. So 1 on with no one out for Caleb Bonnemer, who bounced to third his first time up. Fans, at AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. Find out more at afix.com. So a left-on-right matchup as Bonnemer will stand in. Shaded up the middle is the second baseman, Rodriguez. Knowles from the letters, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball past him high and away. It will go to 0-1. Campbell, 21 of 29 in the stolen base department. We'll see if they put him on the move. Set again. Knowles, next offering. Swung, popped up. In foul ground, left side. Over is the third baseman, Monroe, on the warning track in front of the third base dugout. He makes the catch. As Bonnemer pops it up to shoot, he fouls out to third. Remaining at first is Campbell. And 1 away in the third inning for Alec Riley. As he was out in front of the changeup that time was Campbell. By the way, just checking the Angels game right now. Halos have 3 hits for the contest, none of them by former Trash Pandas. Reed Detmers, who again was held on to by the Angels at the trade deadline, went 4 innings tonight, allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, struck out 5. Still no word of Luke Murphy or Blake Wyman as the pitch is in the dirt. It will go to 1-0. We'll keep you up to date on that ball game. Oh, 3-1 for Birmingham, 2-3-0 for Rocket City. Here's the set. Knowles, runner takes off. They got him between first and second. He took off too soon. They flip it to Bartolero. He chases him towards second. Rodriguez now with it. They go back to first. They finally put the tag on. And, boy, I don't know what happened to Campbell there. Again, you got a left-handed hurler on the field in Knowles. He was anticipating Lucas going to the plate, so he made a move to second. Knowles saw it, immediately stepped off the rubber and got him in a rundown. My guess is they'll call that a caught stealing, and it'll go 1-3-4, and a big break there for Knowles as he's had to eat up a bunch of pitches here this evening, but he just got a freebie out. So 2 away, and the count 1-0 on Briley. Huge break, left against right as the next offering. Swung and sent along the line and right, tailing into the corner. That's going to twist foul and onto the berm, and the count will even at a ball and a strike. Few kids running around. Their first day of school is tomorrow in the Madison, Alabama area, so it's their last little foray of summer as the pitch is swung on and missed. That's a slider down and away, and it will go to 1-2 as Knowles will try to end the inning. I still think it's criminal that the first day of school is before Labor Day, but that's just me. Lucas will try to wrap up the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Change up down and away. Fanning at it was Briley. Nice inning by Knowles as he's helped out by the base running gaff by Campbell. But that'll be strikeout number 3 for Lucas, and down go the Barons in the third inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Bottom 3 on its way. It is 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We move to the bottom of the third inning. Rocket City in front 2-0, and do it for the Trash Pandas. Top of the order, Rodriguez, Nimmala, and Monroe against Drew Thorpe. And the first pitch is a fastball through for a strike. 0-1 as Hot Dog and Little Mustard, 2 of our mascots, go walking around the stadium and entertaining the bookworms. Here's the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, a changeup down and away, 1-1. Again, that's the pitch that Thorpe is known for. He bounced around very early in his career. Again, out of Washington, Utah. He was acquired in a trade with San Diego in 2024 as the pitch is fought off to the left. It'll run to a ball and 2 strikes. By the way, Rodriguez walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first inning. He was actually originally drafted by the New York Yankees. Moved up through their system and then was traded as the pitch misses high. A fastball, 2-2. Was traded for Juan Soto and Trent Grisham. That's not too bad. Also included in the trade to the Padres was Michael King and Kyle Higashioka. As the pitch misses off the plate, it will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes, as well as right-hander Randy Vasquez and another righty and Johnny Brito. That was a big move at the time. 3-2 pitch. Swung, fought off again by Rodriguez. Fooled badly on that changeup. You can see he was lunging, but still able to get barrel on the ball and fight it off. Then, after that trade, it was only 3 months later that he went to the White Sox. He was on a whirlwind. The payoff pitch, here it is. Breaking ball, just missed inside for ball 4. That was a slider. 2 walks in the game by Nick Rodriguez. So he will trot to first. That's going to be walk number 2 by Thorpe. And 1 on with no one out for Arjun Nimmala, who rolled out softly to second base his first time up, moving Rodriguez from second to third. In that second trade, that was the one that sent Dylan Cease from the White Sox to the Padres, and included, along with Drew Thorpe, was Jairo Iriarty, Samuel Zavala, and Steven Wilson, a right-handed pitcher, as the pitch is down and away. 1-0. So he's been, and when he's been traded for some studs. That ought to make him feel pretty good. Rodriguez, a stolen base his last time on the base paths, his 11th of the season. Right against right, and a throw over to first, and back in there with a head-first dive is Nick. Wind not a factor as the sun continues to descend. Arjun ready to go from the letters. The 1-0 offering. Swung and lifted into right field. A lot of explosion on that bat, but it won't go anywhere. As coming toward the line is Campbell. He camps under it, makes the catch. It's out number 1. I'll tell you what, it is a unique-looking swing, but when it comes off the bat, it really does explode. Fans, come enjoy the music from the Grateful Dead cover band Milltown and grab a limited edition Trash Pandas Grateful Dead t-shirt with a first-ever post-game drone show at Toyota Field. That's all coming up tomorrow night. Here's Jake Monroe, who drove in a run on a sac fly to right his first time up. Leading at first is Rodriguez. First offering, swing and a miss. He was fooled on the changeup it will go to 0-1. Fans, it was Taco Mama that fed the Trash Pandas front office earlier today. At Taco Mama, they believe in supporting our local businesses and serving the guests the freshest ingredients possible. They believe any time is a good time for a margarita or an ice-cold cerveza. They believe in people helping people. Set by Thorpe, runner will go. Pitch is down and away. Throw to second. That one is going to be in time to get Rodriguez. Close play at second. Nick can't believe it. Over to put the tag on was the second baseman, Shelton. That'll be a caught stealing. That'll go 2-4. Nick has a couple of words for third base umpire Garrett Nelson, who made the call. He'll make his way off the field. We'll take a look at it again on replay. Oh, boy. I thought he got his hand in there. If we were in the majors, we'd be under review. It's now 1-1 on Monroe, and he'll take the next pitch, a fastball low, 2-1. But one thing we've noticed, Rocket City much more aggressive on the base paths over the last, I would say, 3 to 4 days. And that may be one reason why they're playing so well. Anytime you get guys on the move, moving into scoring position, you're going to set up the rest of the offense nicely. They were doing that a lot in May, and it produced one of the better months in recent history for Rocket City. Right against right as Monroe digs in. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball hit foul up the third base side. It hits off the camera well. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thorpe will try to end the inning. The right-hander into his wind, the 2-2. In the dirt, throw him another slider. 3 balls and 2 strikes when he was laboriously meandering his way through the second inning. Thorpe, they had activity underway, but that has apparently stopped. Meanwhile, it appears a right-hander is ready to go in the Rocket City bullpen. I think that's Osmond who's set. Payoff pitch. Outside, that'll be ball 4. Missed with the fastball. Second walk of the inning and third of the game for Thorpe, who is not known to walk people, but that's his third of the game. And I'll put a runner at first with 2 away. And Eddie Micheletti Jr. will stand in there. He roped a double his first time up. Open stance for Eddie, 8th round selection of the Blue Jays. First pitch is cued toward third. To his left of field, that is Bonnemer. He fires on to first in time. 5-3 on the putout, and that will retire the side. For Rocket City in the third inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. At the end of 3, Rocket City leads at 2-0. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We move to the 4th inning. Rocket City is leading it by the score of 2-0. Bryce Osmond is going to come in and pitch for the Trash Pandas as Lucas Knowles is done for the evening. 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs. He walked 1, and he struck out 3. So Osmond will take over. He'll face the middle part of the order. DePino, Shelton, and Burrows all due up as Bryce, his first pitch, high and tidy, almost hit him 1-0. We'll keep you up to date what's happening on the field on the radio side, but I want to welcome in from Mark's Optical, our sponsors for the evening. It's Mark McClendon. And Mark, first of all, thank you for joining me.
Oh, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, with the second straight year we've had you, and we're so thrilled to have Mark's Optical be a part of Trash Pandas baseball. But you guys are sponsoring Bookworm Night. I guess that makes a whole lot of sense, being an optical company, right?
Yeah, we were pretty excited when we saw Bookworm Night. We figured it was the perfect fit for us.
Here's the look in by Osmond. The 2-0. There's a strike, and it will go to 2-1. So tell us about Mark's Optical. I know you have several locations. You have one right up the road here in town, Madison, but tell us a little bit more about you guys.
So what really makes us unique is we have our own lab. So when you come to us, you're not waiting 2 or 3 weeks for your glasses. You're getting them that day or the next day. So that's kind of our calling card. That's what makes us different. And we're really excited, especially being with the Trash Pandas, because we opened a store not even a mile from here.
Well, tell us, how many locations do you have? Where are they?
So we have 4 locations. We have Coleman, Decatur, Huntsville, and Town Madison.
What was it about the Trash Pandas, though, specifically that made you want to get involved with us?
Their community involvement. We love to be involved in the community, and we've seen that everything that the Trash Pandas has done for Madison, and we wanted to be a part of that.
Pitch misses inside, and the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes on DePino, who rolled out to short his first time up. Again, Mark McClendon of Mark's Optical, kind enough to join us on this Wednesday evening. As here's the set, and the payoff pitch by Osmond is popped up, and that'll be out of play. Going to remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Have you had a chance to check out the bookworms down below? How are they doing this evening?
They're doing great. They're doing great, yeah.
What made you guys want to set up an optical company in North Alabama? Is this something you had always planned on doing coming out of school? How did that come about?
So I'm actually 3rd generation. My grandfather had an optical back in Florence in the 60s, and it's kind of fallen from there. My dad and my mom started it, the 2nd generation of it, and then I'm following up on the 3rd.
Wow. Now, did they run their own optical company as well, or are you the first
They did.
one? Okay.
No, yes, they did. It was started as McClendon and Sons Optical. My dad and my mom branched off and created Mark's Optical. His name was Mark. My name is Mark.
Okay.
And now we're rolling them in, like I said, the 3rd generation. Okay. So it's really cool.
Pitch is roped down the left field line. That's going to get down for a base hit and go into the corner. Around first on his way to second is Anthony DePino, and he gets the 4th inning off to a good start for Birmingham as he doubles into the left field corner. And 1 on with no one out for Colby Shelton, who singled his first time up before being left stranded at 3rd base. Big baseball fan? Are you into baseball? Is that your sport?
I'm into Trash Pandas baseball. Yeah. Other than that, I can't honestly say I'm into baseball.
Okay.
But these are I've been to 1 Braves game.
Okay.
Every other baseball game I've really been to has been Trash Pandas, and I've loved every second of it.
How about family? You got a wife, any kids, or do they come out to the ballpark?
Yes,
as well?
my wife is here, Erin, and I have 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, Sutton and Mabry. Yeah, and they love it as well.
Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike to Shelton. It's going to go to 0-1 to him. Anything we should know coming up involving Mark's Optical? Any events, any specials, things of that nature that you want to promote?
We actually just had our grand opening ceremony today. I would say that our Town Madison store is new, which means our schedule is very empty.
Okay.
So if you want a very calm, free, easy optical experience, schedule an appointment with us. You'll probably be the only one in the store. It's very relaxing, it's calming, and we'd love to see you.
Well, obviously, I know you want business to pick up there sooner or later. So that being said, what is kind of the timetable? What is your expectation for business there compared to maybe some of the other places?
We expect probably by the beginning of next year we'll be up to par.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next pitch is off the plate, and it will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Rocket City leading at 2-0 in the 4th inning as Shelton stands back in. DePino over at second base. They wheel him around to the right as Osmond will check back. And the 1-2. That'll miss inside. That was a cutter. Going to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jobs. You guys looking to fill jobs right now?
We are.
Okay.
We are. We are hiring heavily right now for our Decatur, Town Madison, and Huntsville locations. We start off pay at $18 an hour, offer full benefits. It's a standard American work week. The schedule is 8 to 5 or 8:30 to 5:30.
Pitch is fought off again. It'll remain at 2 balls And 2 strikes. What's the big store right now? Is that in Coleman? Or?
Our big store is in Decatur.
Okay.
Yes, so that's where we run 3 doctors full time there. So that's the really big store. Town Madison and Huntsville run 1 doctor each, and then Coleman runs 2 doctors. Then we have a inside or offsite lab that's full commercial capability that we can turn all of our products very quickly.
Osmond fires, and that pitch is down and in. That was a changeup. It'll run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So which store do you work out of?
So I kind of work out of all the stores.
Okay.
I go where I'm needed. I go for events. I go for help. I go for whatever the staff needs so that I can help better take care of our patients.
What are some of the more typical eye conditions that you see just on a day-to-day basis? I mean, obviously blurry vision, things like that, right?
Yeah. The most interesting things we see are foreign objects, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It can be a piece of metal that has been stuck in someone's eye. They didn't realize it, and now it's rusting.
Huh.
And that is always quite concerning.
Yeah.
And then other than that, a lot of busted blood vessels and that kind of thing, and we can take care of that stuff pretty easily.
Obviously, I know you can't reveal the patient, but is there, as that pitch is high and away, that's ball 4, is there like a case that really stood out to you that kind of wowed you, said, I can't believe I just had to work on that?
There's been multiple. We've had patients that have came in and we found brain tumors.
Wow.
Yes, and it's automatic. You're leaving this store, you're going directly to Birmingham for treatment because your day's away.
Wow.
We had a patient come in recently that had white nodules popping out of their eye.
Wow.
No idea what it was from. Our doctors had a hard time. We actually had to refer to an ophthalmological specialist because we could not figure it out.
Huh.
And that was very weird.
Wow.
But, our eyes and our sinuses are connected. So sometimes weird things go up people's noses and they come out their eyes. And I know that sounds disgusting, but it's part of the game.
Yeah, especially little kids, I take it. Are those the ones who are more interesting?
Little kids really don't have any issues. No, it's typically blue-collar workers.
Okay.
They do what I call the safety squint.
Uh-huh.
So that's when you don't want to wear safety glasses, so you just squint really hard so that you don't get something in your eye.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get something in your eye.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah.
Tim Levesque came out for a meeting. Now he's back in the dugout. Runners first and second with no one out. Here's Ryan Burrows. He's swinging, and he takes a pitch high as Bryce Osmond struggling here in the 4th inning. Again, Mark McClendon of Mark's Optical, kind enough to join us. I got to ask, since you already have 4 locations, are you looking for more right now?
No.
Nope.
No, I want to focus on the patient base that we have, and I want to focus on taking care of them the best that we possibly can.
Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Tell me about your schooling. Where'd you go to school, and where'd you get your doctorate?
So I'm actually not a doctor.
Okay.
I'm an optician by trade. So I went to school at Berry College in Rome, Georgia.
I know Berry.
Yeah, got a double major in management and marketing so I could come back and better work on the business. We are not doctor-owned.
Okay.
We are optician-owned. So what that allows us to do is focus on the service to the patient and getting glasses back in the same day because that's our calling card.
I got to talk to you about Berry. I spent some time in Rome, so I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah.
First off, folks, if you ever want to see a beautiful campus, Berry College in Rome, Georgia might be tops. It's 10,000 acres at least. There's a section, this is strange, but they have deer that wander campus as the pitch is outside, and we'll go to 3-1. They have deer that wander campus, but what they do is once a year they will open the campus and parts of the campus to hunting, so they can cut down on the herd. Is that true? I mean,
it's actually more than once a year.
Oh,
I actually worked on the team that managed the hunts.
Okay.
The deer population is insane. We have 27,000 acres at Berry. It's the largest college campus in the world. So, yes, the deer population is awesome.
Yeah.
But it also has to be managed appropriately.
It's also beautiful over there.
Yes.
I can tell you, I went running over there many a time when I was up there. The count is 3-2 on Burrows as Osmond in dire need of a strikeout. He comes set in the 3-2. Swung line back through the middle into left center field for a hit. Runners had to hold up. They'll only move up 1 base, so DePino will go second to third. And Shelton will move first to second, and the bases are loaded with no one out as Burrows picks up his 2nd hit of the game, and James Taussig will come to the plate with them loaded up and no one out. He popped up to second his first time up, and it looks like activity will get underway here shortly in the Rocket City bullpen. Well, I know you said you're not a huge baseball fan. Any sports you do follow, anything that you're into?
I'm kind of weird.
Okay.
I like Dirt bike racing.
All right.
That is my sport that I love to watch. It's on 9 months of the year, every Saturday. The action is insane. It's the only racing that it's acceptable to push other people off the track.
Osmond just hit Tozig with the first pitch he threw. DePino will come in and score. Shelton will go second to third. Burrows goes first to second. And for Tozig, that'll be his first RBI as a Baron. I'm sure he would have liked a better way to earn that, but that'll be his first RBI. That'll make it a 2-1 ball game. Bases are still loaded, and this one is not trending in the right direction. As Grant McGill will come to the plate, he drew a walk his first time up. Runners will lead away. This is a right-on-right matchup. Osmond with his first pitch. Swung on, tap foul to the screen. It goes to 0-1, and a right-hander is beginning to throw in the Rocket City bullpen. So, dirt bike racing. Tell me, who's like the big racer right now?
The big racer right now is Jet Lawrence or Hayden Deegan. Okay. It's a massive rivalry. You have the new young guy coming up with the established young vet, really. And dirt bike racing, once you hit 30, you're old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where are some of the more popular races? Are they in the South? Are they other places?
No, there are a lot of out west in the California area, up east, Pennsylvania, New York, that kind of stuff. But it's a really exciting sport. A lot of action, a lot of drama.
Count is at a ball and a strike as Osmond goes back to the mound again. This inning started with a double by Anthony DePino, and then a walk to Colby Shelton followed. A single by Burrows loaded to the bases, and now a bases loaded hit by pitch has scored a run for the Barons as it's a 2-1 ball game. Right on right, and the pitch by Osmond. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him high and tight. Going to go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got to ask, have you seen any of our ball players this season since sight is so big in baseball?
I have not, but I have been looking for them. I have thrown it out there that if any player is interested in a Mark's Optical sponsorship, they should call us out. We would love to sponsor a player with some sunglasses.
What about any of the umpires?
I'll give them a discount.
Here's the set. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went up the ladder on McGill. He whipped at it. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Osmond, and that's the first out of the inning. Suddenly he's a double play away from getting out of the inning. Here is Jose Colmenares as we look at the strikeout. Changed eye level a little bit on McGill, who came up empty. So bases loaded, 1 away. Colmenares, he struck out swinging his first time up. It's a 2-1 ball game. Rocket City clinging to a 1-run lead. First pitch, breaking ball just off the plate, down and away. It's 1-0. Now your kids, are they getting into baseball or dirt bike or whatever it is?
Not yet. My son shows no athletic, talent at the moment. But I didn't either as a kid, and I played college basketball. So,
get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know that if you work hard enough, you can get there.
Yeah, well, Berry College had a few good teams at that time, did they not?
They were NAIA for a while and had some really big teams, and then they switched to D3, which I think D3 basketball is a beautiful thing because you don't get scholarship, and you really have to love the sport to play.
Yeah, actually, one of their big rivals is Emory University in Atlanta, who went to the finals.
That is correct. My freshman year, we almost beat Emory, went into overtime, and that year they made it to the Final Four.
Got to ask, who's your favorite college team other than Barry?
I don't want to say this, but I'm going to.
Okay.
Duke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
So you're a wagon hopper is what you're telling us. From the letters, here's the 2-1. Cute foul off to the right. It's 2-2. Nah, that's like being a baseball fan and rooting for the Dodgers right now, but it's okay. We'll forgive you.
I'll say I was a Duke fan from a very young age.
Okay.
I'll give that. I also love Alabama basketball.
All right. Well, they've got a good program right now. They've been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Count 2-2 as Osmond looks to put away Colmenares. Bryce kicks and delivers. Swung, hit at third. Monroe up, goes to second out there. Relay to first, in the dirt. Did he hold the bag? No, he didn't. They don't turn the double play as the throw was dirted by Rodriguez. Scoring from third will be Shelton. Going second to third is Burrows. That should have ended the inning. As it is, Tozig will be out 5-4 on the fielder's choice. We'll take a look at a replay. Colmenares will drive in his first run as a Baron. Boy, this is pretty routine. Good play by Bartolero to dive to his right and keep it on the infield. That kept it a tie ball game, but that has to be an inning ender. So runners are at the corners now with 2 away. We go back to the top of the order and Dylan Campbell, and give Osmond some credit. It has been a tough inning, but he's hanging in there right on right as the first pitch is swung and hit foul back behind us. Going to go to no balls and a strike. Do you like Duke this upcoming season?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. I don't get to watch as much baseball or as much basketball as I'd like to because I have young children.
Yeah.
They like to go to bed early and they like to get up very early.
Yes, they do.
Yes, so.
They always keep the parents on the toes. Here's
Yes,
the 0-1. That one drilled into right center field. Can anyone get there? No, it's going to split the gap and hit off the wall. That's going to score 2 runs. Into second with a 2-run double is Dylan Campbell, and the inability to finish off the double play comes home to roost. Campbell makes it a 4-2 Birmingham lead as he drives in RBI 46 and 47 for the year. That was a high fastball, but he got on top of it and sailed it into right center field. So a 4-run inning for the Barons. It's now a 4-2 game. Here comes Darren Brown, and that's going to do it for Bryce Osmond. And with that, Mark, thank you again for joining us. Thank you for all you do for us here at Toyota Field. Before we let you go, where can we learn more about Mark's Optical?
MarksOptical.com. You can get all of your information there. You can even schedule appointments online without even having to call in.
All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the pitching change right after this. 4-2 Birmingham on top. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Back here at Toyota Field, Jose Gonzalez becomes the new pitcher for Rocket City as the Trash Pandas suddenly find themselves down 4-2 as Birmingham has exploded for 4 runs here in the 4th inning. Fans, MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 and select out-of-market games every week. Plus live radio broadcasts of every game, Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action as well. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. So Bryce Osmond, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and the runner at second is his responsibility. Gonzalez will just try to put a kibosh here on the 4th inning. Caleb Bonnemer, the 8th man to bat, right against right in the first pitch. There's a slider outside, 1-0, and man, you really feel bad for Bryce. I know he struggled early in the inning, but he settled down. He got a big strikeout of McGill, and then he got what appeared to be a inning-ending double play ball, but Rocket City only got 1 out on the play, and that led to the 2-run double by Campbell. Gonzalez 1-0, swung on, hit foul at home plate, and Bonnemer drilled that off his front foot, his left foot. They'll give him a moment to recover as it goes to a ball and a strike. Let's see. Jose pitched on Sunday, and time is called here as we're going to get a look from the Birmingham trainer. He makes his way out there for the first time. That is going to be A.J. Smith as they'll take a look at Bonnemer, who's one of the top prospects for the White Sox. Anyway, Gonzalez came in and pitched very well on Sunday. 2 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks, and no strikeouts. He has slowly gotten acclimated to his relief role, and he'll try to do more of the same here this evening as Smith as well as Pat Leland, the Birmingham manager, have a chat with Bonnemer, who's 0 of 2, by the way. He's grounded to third and fouled to third. They give him a moment, and he'll step back in. Meanwhile, for Gonzalez, 3-3, a 5.68 ERA, 24th appearance, all in relief. 0 of 1 in save, 71 in the 3rd inning, 67 hits, 48 runs, 45 earned, 12 homers allowed, 8 hit by pitches, 27 walks, 72 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .247 against him as the 1-1. Going to miss high, a cutter. 2 balls and a strike on the right-handed hitter. It's now 4-6-1 for Birmingham, 2-3-0 for Rocket City. Shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Rodriguez. Gonzalez at the belt. Here's the 2-1. That missed inside, a sinker. 3-1 on the right-handed hitter. They appealed, but he didn't go around. Wind blowing out toward right field. Big lead at second by Campbell. He runs well. Gonzalez will look in for the signs. Now he likes what he sees. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung and popped foul back behind everyone and out of the stadium. Going to run to 3 balls and 2 strikes as Gonzalez now with a chance to end this inning.
The thing is, you're down by 2, but lots of game left, and the way this Trash Panda team's been swinging the bat, and the history over the last week, how many times they've come from behind to your advantage. You just got to stop the bleeding here.
Payoff pitch by Gonzalez. Here it is. It fouls straight back. I got to say this, both teams tonight have been pesky at the plate. A lot of foul balls in this game so far, as neither team has been able to put each other away with a strikeout.
And it truly has turned into a bullpen game. I heard you say that earlier. Which Knowles, 58 pitches in 3 innings. That's a ton of pitches. You'd like to have seen him gone a little bit longer.
3-2. Inside, ball 4.
But credit Birmingham for being very patient. They put together some great at-bats here tonight. And, you know, this is a team that's been playing pretty well here last couple of weeks.
Walk number 1 by Gonzalez, 3rd of the game by Rocket City Hurlers. So you got him at first and second with 2 away. Here's Alec Briley, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging. So each pitcher for Rocket City with 1 walk as Birmingham looks for more. Gonzalez, sidestep delivery and a swing and a miss by Briley. He actually tipped it into the mid of Flores. It's 0-1 to him. Again, Jose started the season in the rotation, got moved to the bullpen, and that's where his struggles really began. But like I mentioned, a fine performance on Sunday. He's starting to settle into that role. Guarding the line at first is Bartolero. Off the line at third, Monroe. And now Jose will step off the rubber. The first 4 men of this inning reached for Birmingham. A walk, a hit batsman, a double, and a single.
Nobody feels worse, I know, than Nick Rodriguez. He makes that throw about 999 times out of 1,000.
The 0-1 cut through and missed. A changeup down and in. No balls and 2 strikes. And that's the thing. We call it a team sport, and it is, because, yeah, Rodriguez needs to make that play, but you also, there was a struggle there earlier in the 4th inning that Rocket City just couldn't work around. 0-2 as Jose will try to finish the frame. Here's the set. And the 0-2. Swung, rolled softly to second to his left of field, Nick. He'll fire to first. Off his glove. It's an error. Runner headed for the plate. Throw there is going to be late, as scoring standing is going to be Campbell. He threw the ball so hard that Bartolero was unable to react and reel the ball in. That should be an E4 all the way, and scoring from second is Campbell to make it 5-2.
Had to go a long way to get it, but yeah.
And you know what? I look at that again. I'm not so sure I don't give that to Bartolero, too.
Yeah. We'll see how they officially score it, but I'm kind of with you there.
Right now, they're going to give it to Rodriguez, and I understand that. But that's the second error of the, well, first error by Rodriguez. As the first pitch is a curveball, it's 0-1. We say it's 1 error. You can't assume the double play, but that play should have been made as well.
Sure.
So Campbell will score from second. Bonnemer just goes to second, first to second. No RBI for Briley. Now the 10th man to bat in the inning. It's 5-2. Just a frustrating inning. Right on right. Here's the next pitch. That's down and away. A sinker. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a tough inning just because it's tough to play defense, too. You've had a hit by pitch, a couple of walks, some long at bats. You kind of get, I mean, it's natural to kind of get back flat-footed.
Right on right. Here's the 1-1. Swung, lobbed into left field, charging in and making the catch is Thompson. And that'll mercifully end the inning. DePino led off the inning with a double and a run scored. He's also grounded to short and now fly to left. But 5 runs in the inning, 4 of them earned. And 1, 2, 3. Only 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left on base. Bottom 4 on its way. Birmingham up 5-2. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. Birmingham up 5-2. Before we do, let's take a moment for a station ID. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
Tucker Flynn takes the first pitch for a strike. Next pitch is low. It's 1-1. Here to give you the play-by-play is Chris.
Thanks, Joe. Or thanks, Josh.
By the way, you went down there and said hi to Joe. Hi, Joe. Hope you're well.
Well, 1-1 pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now on Tucker Flynn.
That was low.
Yeah, it's been a tough night behind the dish for Brendan Spivak, as Flint now is behind. Rocket City having to play from behind as well, as Flint shoots one out of play foul down that left field line.
Chris, let me just give the final line on Bryce Osmond.
Yeah, go for it.
2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. He walked 1 and struck out another.
Got to find our way back here tonight, down 5-2. Wind up in the next day, swinging a fly ball foul. And by the way, Thorpe is at 58 pitches. Hasn't been overly impressive, but the thing about Thorpe, of course, had a magnificent year in 2023 after missing all of last season with Tommy John surgery. In 2025, after getting to the big leagues in 24, as the count goes to 2-2 on Flint. Flint will be followed by, in the batting order, Bartolero, then Cozart, as there's a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. So down on strikes goes Flint. Strikeout number 2 for Thorpe, as that was that good changeup at 79 miles an hour.
You can see just Rocket City, they're out in front on everything because they haven't seen a changeup that good all year long. So
that was the one thing I really remember about Thorpe, was that great changeup. Pitch is low for a ball, and the fact that he threw it like a four-seam fastball, which creates a little bit even more deception because it looks like a four-seam fastball coming out of his hand. Want to know the count on Bartolero, who's red hot right now. Fouls went off the catcher's mask of McGill. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bartolero singled and scored in the second inning. He's on a 6-game hitting streak right now. He's also hit in 13 of his last 16 games. We're on a little bit of a cool spell, but really got back going last week in Columbus. Had a really nice week. 1-1 pitch, misses high. 2 balls and a strike on Bartolero. On deck is Cozart. Game 2 of the 6-game series with the Barons. 2-1 pitch. Change up, lifted high in the air, deep towards right center field. That one's back to the track, and it's caught just shy of the warning track, actually. And Wright Campbell makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Given a ride by Bartolero, but he just got underneath that changeup from Thorpe. So 2 away now for Cozart, who singled in a run in his first at-bat as a member of the Trash Pandas and the Angels organization.
Speaking of the Angels, they just lost to Baltimore 5-2. However, it's good to see Ben Joyce back out there for the Halos.
First pitch fouled away. No Wyman tonight?
No Wyman, but Joyce, a scoreless 7th inning, a walk and a strikeout. Jose Fermin gave up 2 in the 8th. Reed Detmers got knocked around a little bit tonight. Nolan Shanawell 1 for 4. Wade Meckler, shocker, another hit.
0-1 pitch. So I'm going to miss that time by Cozart. Cozart, who was playing for the Akron Rubber Ducks in the Guardians organization. 79 games, 226, 10 doubles, 6 home runs. And a .358 on base percentage. Big swing that time, and he goes down on strikes. So the 3rd strikeout for Thorpe. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th inning from here at Toyota Field. On to the 5th, and it is 5-2 in favor of Birmingham. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Rocket City trails it by the score of 5-2 as we head to this top of the 5th inning, and Jose Gonzalez asked to deal some long relief as he'll be facing off for the Barons against their 5, 6, and 7 batters. So it'll be Shelton, followed by Burrows and Tossig. Gonzalez got Rocket City out of that 4th inning, but 5 runs come across to score. As Gonzalez deals in the first pitch is tap foul. 2/3 of an inning. Osmond 5 runs, 4 of those were earned. Laying that line again, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. So Gonzalez, the 3rd pitcher of the ball game for Rocket City after Knowles with the first 3. He allowed no runs on 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 3. Off-speed pitch there, a good one, a swing and a miss by Colby Shelton, the former Alabama Crimson Tide star. He singled and walked, plus he scored a run so far. They sent 10 to the plate in that 5-run 4th inning. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Barons, 2 runs on 3 hits for Rocket City. Both teams have committed an error. The 0-2 is a call, 3rd strike. That was a great looking change-up from Gonzalez. Freezes him over on that outside corner. And that's the first strikeout for Jose. So 1 away now for Burrows, who has singled twice and scored a run. Series continues through Sunday. Got some really, really, really good promotions the rest of the week. Starting tomorrow with our Grateful Dead night and the post-game drone show after the ball game. Heard someone say today, I wonder if outside of the ballpark you can see it. Well, possibly, but the way the display is going to be, you want to be inside the ballpark to see it. So you want to watch the drone show, you got to be inside the ballpark. Or you might just see pieces of it. 1 ball, 1 strike on Burrows. Friday night fireworks, Saturday night fireworks as well. 1-1 pitch on the way from Gonzalez. That pitch fouled straight back in off the facade above the booth here, down below. Into the seating bowl. 1-2 the count on Burrows. One ball, 2 strikes on Burrows. 1-2 pitch is headed home. And misses downstairs with another good changeup. Trying to get him to chase after it, but he would not oblige. Like the rest of the season, just some really nice promotions here in the month of August into September. Final 6 weeks. We'll have 2 more homestands after this one. That's it. Fastball there, a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gonzalez of Shelton, and now Burrows. It was a fastball, that sinking fastball at 94. That's just a beautiful location. And 2 away now for Tossing, the left fielder who's still looking for his first Double-A hit. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, so got his first RBI in his last plate appearance in the 4th, but looking for that first hit. There is a absolutely nasty slider from Gonzalez. And a weak swing and a miss by Tossig. And it's 0-1. Gonzalez fires the next, and a hard hit ground ball's back up the middle. Ranging over, it's off the glove of the shortstop, Nimmala. Into center field. Ball sneaks away as they head towards second base. The runner, Tossig, trying to stretch it, and he could not. The throw comes in. They tag him at second base for the final out of the inning. It got past the Pandas shortstop, but a nice barehanded pickup by Micheletti, the right fielder. And Nick Rodriguez applies the tag, so the side is retired. So a base hit, and then put out at second base to end the inning. Tossing. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 in favor of Birmingham. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Trash Pandas catcher Juan Flores to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-2 in favor of the Barons. Scored all 5 of their runs in that 4th inning. First pitch is a ball. Inside to Flores. The 4th inning's been a popular inning so far in this series. Rocket City scored 4 in the bottom of the 4th yesterday. Here's a swing at a hard tapper down that first base line. It rolls foul as he chopped that one. By the way, that play, tossing, they rolled it singled on a ground ball towards right field, and Micheletti throws to Nick Rodriguez to get the out. So it's a hit, and then a put out that goes 9-4 at second base. So no runs, 1 hit, no one left on base in the top of the 5th inning. Thorpe done for the day as well, as Flores looks out. And a 1-1 pitch from the new pitcher, Jackson Kelly, is striking. It's 2-1, or rather, ball, it's 2-1. Flores hit into a double play his first time up. The sidewinder deals. And that pitch is strike. It's 2-2. So Thorpe, in his second rehab appearance for Birmingham, exits after 4 innings, allowing the 2 runs. And the 2-2 pitch is headed home towards Flores, who waves and misses on a off-speed pitch. And down on strikes he goes. First outing for Thorpe. He went 4 innings, no runs, 1 hit. Didn't walk a batter and struck out 5. And in his second appearance, 4 innings, allowed 2 runs, only 1 earned. Those runs on 3 hits, walked 3 and struck out 3. First pitch to Jake Thompson is a strike, and it's 0-1. So Thorpe turns it over to the bullpen, and he gives his bullpen a 5-2 lead. As Kelly, the 26-year-old from Marietta, Georgia, delivers a strike, and he works ahead now, 0-2. His 37th appearance. 0-2. He does have 6 saves, a 2.72 earned run average. Kind of struggled recently. 2 of his last 3 appearances, he's given up 2 runs. That was back on July 29th against Chattanooga. Blew a save, gave up 2 runs in an inning and 2/3. And on July 25th in Montgomery, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. Walked 2, didn't strike out a batter. His last outing was scoreless, though. He got a hold as Thompson takes a ball. Still allowed 3 hits. That was in the game on Sunday against Chattanooga. 1 inning, no runs, 3 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. 21 pitches as Thompson fouls away. A 1-2 pitch. He stays alive. After the strikeout of Flores, sidewinder deals the next, and he takes it a little bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kelly in 2026 so far, he's pitched at the AAA level for Charlotte. It's 1-0 there at a 3 ERA. Came back to Birmingham in mid-May as the liners hit foul down the left field line. We've been lucky tonight with the weather. I'll tell you what, since about 4:30 or so, there was rain all around us, and it seemingly was heading right for Toyota Field, but it veered away as Thompson pops it up on the right side of the infield. Second baseman Shelton is there. He'll make the catch on the infield dirt, and that's out number 2. So 2 away now, and back to the top of the lineup for Nick Rodriguez. Let's talking about some of those promotions coming up. And of course, tomorrow is, along with Grateful Dead now, the Grateful Dead night. The cover band Milltown will be performing as well. Also, Throwback Thursdays, you have those $3 domestic draft beers as well. So enjoy that. Friday night fireworks, presented by Still Serving Veterans on Friday. On Saturday, it's our big space night. Space jersey auction. First pitch is strike. That'll be Tyler Bremner's Double-A debut. That jersey, for the former 2nd overall pick, should be one of the more popular ones. It'll be an online auction as well, so you can bid from anywhere in the world on those jerseys that the Trash Pandas are going to wear on Saturday. They're really cool looking, too. Fireworks presented by SAIC. Then Paw Patrol night on Sunday. As the count evens now 2-2 on Nick. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trash Pandas down by 3. It's 5-2. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. All the festivities on Sunday. The Paw Patrol Day presented by Chase Bank. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez. Nick down on strikes. And the side is retired. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the new pitcher, Kelly. And we have played 5. On to the top of the 6th inning. 5-2 Barons. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Now, Jimmy, you better not be eating that baseball again.
Dad, I yearn for the sweet taste of the sport. This is the best that I got.
Well, then, put down that ball and let's head over to the yard for something a little less rubber-y.
Don't eat your glove this season. Take advantage of our Big Zone deals and head on over to the Yard Milkshake Barn right outside of Toyota Field, where you'll find sweet treats like the Biscoff Cheesecake, Sweet Heat Mango, Shirley Temple Floats, and so many more. It's the Yard Milkshake Barn. Make this summer a home run hit.
You invest in your customers with your heart, soul, and skill. Well, it's time to invest in yourself with the next generation Cat 255 compact track loaders from Thompson Tractor. After all, those who give their best deserve the best. And this machine has it all. With features that include a more powerful engine, tri-axle truck loading capabilities, a spacious cab, and a smooth ride for all-day comfort. Thompson Tractor knows how much value you place on your customer satisfaction. It's how you build your business. It's also how we build ours. Since 1957, hardworking folks like you have counted on Thompson to provide the absolute best lineup of equipment in the industry, all backed by a customer service and product support team that time and again have proven to be second to none. It's all about maintaining peak performance. Always has been, always will be. Visit ThompsonTractor.com for details. Thompson Tractor, we're here for you.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Fans, MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game. Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Jose Gonzalez back to work for the Pandas. First pitch is a strike. As we open up the top of the 6th inning, 5-2 in favor of the White Sox affiliate. 8, 9, and 1 hitters as McGill will be followed by Colmenares. Then back to the top of the order in Campbell. Here's an 0-1 pitch. And a beauty there. I'll tell you what, that slider's been nice the last couple of innings for Jose. And Gonzalez now way ahead on McGill. 0-2, who has walked and struck out so far. Gonzalez with an 0-2 pitch. He lays off the slider that time, took it outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All 5 runs for the Barons came across in a 4th inning in which they sent 10 to the plate. And the benefit of 3 hits, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, plus an error. The 1-2. This is outside, went with the sinking fastball that time at 93. Outfield, infield playing pretty straight away. Infield slightly playing into pull. The 2-2. Bounce foul back into the backstop netting. 2-2. On deck, Colmenares. Colmenares and Dylan Campbell, who bat 9 and 1 in this Barons lineup. They came over in the same trade for Derek Hill from the Philadelphia Phillies. 2-2 pitch. Speed, swing and a miss. Again, the slider, and that's strikeout number 3 for Gonzalez. He struck out 3 of the last 4 that he's faced. And I tell you what, that's a pretty devastating pitch. Look at that break. That's what Jose Gonzalez has in that arsenal. some opportunities in this bullpen with guys like Luke Murphy and Blake Wyman in the big leagues. He deals on the pitch tap foul. Lucas Knowles now in the starting rotation leaves an open spot as well. Tell you what, there's some guys out there that are pitching really well. Camden Manassi, Carlos Espinosa hasn't given up an earned run since mid-June. Of course, Kenyon Yovan has locked down that closer spot now. There's Leonard Garcia in AAA. Pitch outside for a ball. Ryan Castillo, Joel Hurtado, part of the promotions to AAA. 1 ball, 1 strike on Colmenares. That deal happened on June the 11th. The Philadelphia Phillies have brought both Colmenares and Campbell to the White Sox. Here's another devastating slider, a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 on the Barons' number 9 batter. Hill, who's 30, required to give the Phillies some, extra outfield depth after some injuries. He's hitting just .213, 4 homers, 8 RBIs, 50 games for the White Sox. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled a string with another great slider. And right now, Jose Gonzalez is locked in with that pitch. Good luck. So he takes care of business at the bottom of this Barons lineup. He struck out 4 of the last 5 that he's faced. And now back to the top, and Dylan Campbell had an RBI double in that 5-run 4th inning. Also a singled and flied out, pitched down and away for a ball. And it's 1-0 to him. The White Sox got those 2 prospects, these 2 guys. 2 guys who are top 30 guys in the Phillies organization. 1 ball, no strikes on Campbell. The pitch from Jose. Throws the slider. That one left alone outside. Good pitch, though. Falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes. Kind of a muggy day here in North Alabama. Tarp was on there for a period of time, and of course, things just pop up out of nowhere. 2-0 pitch. It was funny. It rained a bit. Tarp came off, and then the same little line that had passed backed up and caught us. But all is well. 3 balls, no strikes on Campbell. On deck is Bonnemer. And he's taken all the way, takes a strike. That was almost right down the middle of fastball at 92. Campbell, who's a former Texas Longhorn. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch from Jose. Swing and a chopper off the plate foul down the third base line. I found out today that Jacob Cozart, new Trash Panda catcher, he's DHing today. His brother Sam is the closer right now at Texas. Also his father, Craig, is the head coach at High Point. Quite a baseball family. That's a nice school out there, High Point. 3-2 the count on Campbell.
A lot of money.
3-2 a payoff pitch. It's just outside. It was, but just barely. Tell you what, that's a heck of an eye by Campbell. He's on base now for the 3rd consecutive time. Second walk issued by Gonzalez. See this frame job. Yeah. He did the best he could, Flores did.
So High Point. Know what basketball Hall of Famer played there?
High Point. Basketball Hall of Famer. Gert, no. I don't know.
How about Tubby Smith?
Real? Oh, that's right, because he went back and coached there after
Sure
Memphis fired him. Pitches popped up into shallow left center field. Back on the outfield grass is Nimmala, makes the catch, and that's out number 3. So a pop out ends the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Rocket City trails at 5-2. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, Ben Petrie, tell you what he said. He's got some new names to announce over there, and gives Arjun Nimmala a nice introduction there. The 20-year-old who is 0 for 2 in his debut as a Trash Panda with the Angels organization. First pitch inside from the side-arming right-hander Jackson Kelly, 1-0.
You weren't in the booth when he came up last, but I saw what you were talking about, the way the ball explodes off his bat.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Sidearm delivery in there for a strike.
And that was just a routine flyout.
Nimmala, part of that Jose Soriano deal, slots in as the number 2 prospect now for the Angels. Here's a ground ball hard hit, but right to the second baseman. And Shelton throws out Nimmala for the first out. He's 0 for 3. 2 ground outs to second. Be fun to watch him. He's of Indian heritage. And some great stories they'll be able to tell over the course of these final 6 weeks as Jake Monroe steps in. By the way, Jake has extended his on-base streak to 24 games with a walk in the 3rd inning. Now the longest streak by a Trash Panda this year, surpassing Rowdy Rodriguez. First pitch is a ball to him. It's 1-0. Had a sacrifice fly in that first inning. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball he was out in front of. Still drives it out to left center field, but settling underneath it is tossing. He makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Jackson Kelly. And the batter will be Eddie Micheletti Jr. Micheletti doubled and smoked one. 108 off the bat to the gap in right center field his first time up. Rounded out to third in his second at bat in the 3rd inning. He took some impressive batting practice today, and one thing you notice about his swing, he doesn't get cheated. Micheletti had some great power numbers with the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Pitches popped up, back foul, and out of play.
Speaking of trade deadline, don't look now. LA Dodgers, they've lost 2 in a row since acquiring Tarek Skubal. Actually, did they win last night? I forgot.
The Cubs beat them, I believe.
Well, they beat them tonight. Did they win last night?
I think so. No, I think the Cubs won last night.
Yeah, they did. So that's 3 straight losses since acquiring Tarek.
Too bad.
Darn.
0-2 on Micheletti. Here's Kelly's 0-2 pitch. Left alone, low and outside for a ball. 1-2. 3 guys from trades in the lineup today for Rocket City, and Nimmala, Micheletti, and Cozart all slotting in.
You know who Skubal lost to yesterday? I mean the Cubs, but you know which pitcher?
On the hill?
Yeah.
1-2 pitch on the way to the lefty. Takes it for a ball. It's 2-2.
Remember Javier Assad?
Okay.
Yeah, had a nice long run with the Tennessee Smokies. That's baseball, Chris.
Indeed. 2-2. Big swing and a miss that time as Micheletti's down on strikes. Ball was bobbled, but held on to by McGill, the catcher. That's the third strikeout for Jackson Kelly. We go to the top of the 7th inning, still 5-2 in favor of the Barons. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself. Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner. Premier result. Visit afix.com.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Rocket City will go back to their bullpen. Fourth pitcher of the night will be the hard-throwing right-hander Chris Cortez. This will be his 26th appearance. 23-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada, former second-round pick in 2024 out of Texas A&M. We'll be facing off against Alec Briley first. First pitch is in the dirt low. That was a slider at 92. And it's 1-0. So Cortez takes over for Gonzalez, who did a really nice job. 2 1/3 innings for Jose. No runs, 1 hit. Walked 2, struck out 4. As the hard-throwing right-hander deals a fastball in there at 99, but it misses low. It's 2-0.
I think he's really starting to come into his own as a reliever right now, and that's good to see. Something he could be good at.
4-2 with a 5.70 earned run average. Here's a ball. You got to be kidding me. Slapped on the ground, fair down the third base left field line. A vacated hole with the shift, and into second base. Standing up is Briley with a double. Man, oh man, oh man. He stuck the bat out there. And he ends up with a 2-bagger.
Hey, give him a tip of the cap. He saw where the space was open. He struggled so far in this series. That left field line was to his liking, and he was able to punch it to the opposite field. Sometimes you got to just tip your cap where it's due, and that's exactly what you do on that one.
So Cortez will have to pitch with a runner at second base as DePino steps in. He had a double and scored a run in that fourth inning. It's where Birmingham scored all 5 of their runs. As DePino takes a ball outside, it's 1-0. That 90-mile-an-hour slider. Cortez features four-seam fastball, a sinker, slider, and a changeup. Seemed like it was ages ago when he came up from high A as he misses now 2-0. Came to us on May the 5th. Had 5 starts with high A Tri-City. An issue with command, 26 walks, 13 strikeouts, and 17 1/3 innings pitched. The 2-0. And it's at the knees for a called strike, 2-1.
He looked really good, though, over the weekend against Columbus. Had a good outing there. Now you just got to build on that and string together 6 to 8 of these in a row.
Cortez with a 2-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike. I can talk about it now because the streak is broken.
It is?
The bullpen
came
into the ball game with 16 and a third consecutive innings without allowing an earned run.
Yep.
It was a nice stretch of course, that's been the theme really since the beginning of May. 2-2 pitch is rocketed foul down that right field line. We'll do it again on 2-2.
And if there was a night where it was going to happen, it was going to be tonight just because it was a bullpen game. You figure someone's going to give one up at some point.
Listen to these numbers, though. Of course, we talk about the big hits and the bullpen kept Rocket City in some of these games to help them with this 4-game winning streak. With a 4-game winning streak, your bullpen didn't allow an earned run as there's a called third strike. As Cortez freezes in with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. So DePino's down on strikes, one away. Runner at second base, and it's just country hardball.
Yep. Rare back, see if you can hit it, big fella, and he didn't even try. He's, like you've said, we've said this about Chris. He's got the stuff, you just got to command it. And that's why he's down here.
Here's Shelton now. First pitch, a ball. Carom's off the glove of Flores, but no harm. But yeah, the 4-game winning streak, the bullpen held opponents to a 127 batting average, 20 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 34% strikeout percentage. And that's without Luke Murphy.
Yeah. Cortez was in there a couple of times with that, too. Let's see, during that stretch, how many different pitchers did they use? They used 6. And that's what makes it even, that means you have 6 guys who are really riding a hot streak at the time.
Kept one note in the game notes for about 2.5 months or so as a pitch outside. It's what the pitching staff has done since May the 3rd. Since May 3rd, the Pandas pitching staff, that's 76 games, has a 4.04 ERA. That's second in Double-A, 5th best amongst full season minor league clubs. There's a sword, a swing and a miss. Good luck with that slider at 92. There's Cheese and Sprocket. If you're watching.
By the way, have you and Cheese patched things up?
Oh, yeah.
What was it? What was he was talking smack about?
Hot dogs.
Oh,
Eating.
How many hot dogs y'all get?
Yeah,
okay.
2-1 pitch. Going inside for a ball. We actually shared a hot dog together.
That would be, I think, a good little pregame festivity. Then watch you come in and try to broadcast a few innings.
Trying to watch my waistline. Hot dogs aren't good for that. 3-1 to count on Shelton. The pitch downstairs for a ball, and he walked him. So a 1-out walk is issued to Shelton, and that'll bring in Ryan Burrows, who has singled twice, scored, and struck out.
Something we have not grown accustomed to is the amount of walks tonight. That's right now the 5th of the game. I haven't seen too many contests of late where Rocket City has struggled to get the ball over the plate, but that's been the case tonight.
Knowles walked 1. Pitch in the dirt low. Nice scoop up by Flores. They played a doubleheader in Chattanooga. Both games are now final. And Knoxville won both 4-1 and 4-0. So if Rocket City can't come from behind, it'll be a first-place tie.
Only 3 hits on the day for Chattanooga.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Of course, Rocket City, really, it doesn't matter what. Of course, it would be nice to win the division, but it really matters what you do against Chattanooga and Birmingham.
And that's why this series is so big. That's why a game like this is so big, especially when you were up 2-0 early.
1-1, down and away. Sprocket was pumped up about Jimothy night. Let's come down. There's Darren Brown, who's taken over as manager after Joe Krusel was, for whatever reason, ejected. Kind of a quick trigger, if you ask me. Pitches low for a ball. 3-1 on Burrows.
Back to my point earlier, Rocket City entering today, 351 walks. That is second fewest in the league, only behind Montgomery. And Montgomery always seems to lead that category. They've got some hurlers.
Here's a 3-1 from Chris, and that's ball 4. He's walked the bases loaded. So a double, a strikeout, and now back-to-back walks. And the bases are loaded for James Taussig as pitching coach Tim Levesque going to go out to the mound for a visit. This was what was the point of contention was, of course, Tim Levesque heads out there for a visit. The catcher, Juan Flores, went out there, and that clock didn't get reset, that 30-second clock. That's why they got caught. And some activity starts in that bullpen. That's one of the new guys.
Nicola Peñazzi.
So Peñazzi, he's from Milan, Italy.
Yeah, second native Italian to pitch in a Trash Pandas uniform, along with Samuel Aldeghiri.
Peñazzi, he was on the Italian WBC team in 2023. Let's look at the 20-year-old catcher, Juan Flores. And a couple of talented 20-year-olds now. He and Nimmala. There's Taussig, who's still looking. I'll take that back. He did pick up his first hit. Ground ball towards the right side of the infield, towards the hole. That's going to sneak off the glove of Nick Rodriguez. 1 run scores. A second run heading towards the plate. Throw is held on to. And 2 runs score on a ball that was placed perfectly in the hole between first and second.
I like to look at the. I'm wondering if Bartolero had a play.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of a tweener. It's tough. Boy, oh boy, nothing going right.
It's been a tough day on that right side of the infield. So 2-run score. It's now 7-2 in favor of the Barons. And Taussig will get credited for 2 RBIs there. With that single, he came in 0 for 8, but now he has 2 hits and 3 RBIs here as the first pitch is strike to McGill. The runners at the corners now. That was Briley and Shelton who scored. It's Burrows now at third base. Pitched by Cortez. The 0-1 foul back out the netting. So Taussig has his first 2 hits for the Barons, and kind of opened this thing up. And now a 5-run advantage. A little sloppy baseball.
It's been a sloppy night. Just real slow, dragging game. Just not one of the better ones of the year.
Top of the 7th inning. Had a crisp 2-hour and 25-minute game last night. Just a tad after 9 o'clock. This one going to be pushing 3 hours.
A lot of long at-bats. Even early in the ball game when Lucas Knowles was out there as well as he pitched, they were fighting him like the Dickens.
1-2 from Cortez. Good slider that time. A check swing. And they said he didn't go around. Wow. 2-2.
That was close.
They appealed down to first base and Justin Hilton. Here's a second look. I'll let you be the judge out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slider again, tap foul, stays alive at 2-2. Let's see. In the ball game so far, you had Knowles, who threw 58 pitches. Bryce Osmond threw 34. Or take that back. Now, yeah, Osmond did throw 34. Gonzalez threw 40, and now Cortez has thrown 24 pitches. That one smashed but fouled down that right field line.
By the way, in attendance to give you 2,636, 2636.
That bookworm package that sold out tonight.
Yeah, speaking of which, you apparently get to choose a
book. 2-2, Mrs. Lowe.
Yeah, but what type of book? Would you be like, I think you'd be a romance guy.
Yeah.
See that? Or a sci-fi, thriller? Which one would you do?
Most of the books I read are kind of motivational, or John Wooden's book's one of my favorite. There's a liner out towards center field. That's a base hit. Waiting for it to drop was Burrows. He'll score easily from third. It's now 8-2 on an RBI single. Off the bat of McGill, and now here comes Colmenares, who has struck out twice and reached on a footer's choice. Darren Brown coming out of the dugout. And looks like he's going to make a pitching change, so we'll see the debut out of the bullpen of Nicola Peñazzi as he will trot in from that bullpen in right field. Take a break. Trash Pandas down now 8-2. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Sports Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
You Trash Pandas southpaw Niccolo Pinazzi takes over on the mound. He'll become now the second Italian-born player to pitch for the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
And as he goes out there, folks, he does so to the theme of The Godfather. And I went in and asked Mr. Matt Mitchie, that cannot be his walk-up music. It is.
Yep. I had a feeling it was.
Hope he doesn't whack anyone. No Luca Brazzi's here.
First appearance since being brought up on Monday from High A Tri-City. He's pitched at 3 different levels of the organization. Pitched at Low A Rancho, High A Tri-City, and also Triple A Salt Lake. As he kicks and delivers, pitches in the dirt low, ball 1. He inherits runners at first and second base with 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th inning, and Rocket City trailing it now 8-2.
The only way this would be better is if he came out to the theme song from The Sopranos.
I love The Sopranos.
Blue moon in your eye.
1-0 pitch. Foul straight back off the netting on this right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. On those stops, he's combined 35 games, incredible numbers, 5-1, a 0.95 ERA, 47 in the 3rd innings, 79 strikeouts, 21 walks, 6 saves. Opponents have been batting .212 against him. Signed a minor league deal back in December of 2025. Big swing and a miss there. It's 1-2. Originally signed by the Reds in 2020, pitched in Milano in Italy. Pitched an indie ball as well. 24-25 before the Angels signed him. 26 years old. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Colmenares, the number 9 batter. The pitch swung on, tapper foul. Nice piece to have in this bullpen. It was in the depths of the indie ball. Pitched for Idaho Falls in Kansas City. And the Gary South Shore Rail Riders came to, of course, back to affiliated ball this year. 1-2 on the right-handed batter. Swing and a miss. He got him with a great curveball that time. First batter faced, and Colmenares strikes out against Pinazzi.
Look at the dip on this. Yeah, boy, that's pretty tough. That's coming off the kitchen room table. He does that most times he throws that pitch. He's going to be very, very effective. That was pretty.
Second out of the inning now. Back to the top of the order, and Dylan Phillips. Batting for the 5th time already, 5th plate appearance. Takes a first pitch high for ball 1. Phillips has already been on base 3 times. In fact, he's reached it in his last 3 plate appearances. Flight out in the first. Excuse me, Dylan Campbell. I called him Dylan Phillips. My apologies. Pitch is high for a ball. We do have Dylan Phillips, who's in our bullpen. My bad.
I'm not going to lie. You said that. I said, what?
I'm sorry. I was thinking about the other addition in our bullpen, the other lefty, Dylan Phillips.
Who has spent time at Rocket City and done very well. A little surprised to see him start at A-ball this year.
So 2-0 on Dylan Campbell. My apologies. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Fastball that time is a strike. Fastball coming in there at 94. That's some good stuff. Look at that Barons bullpen. They do have a right-hander throwing out there. Looks like he's warming up to come into the ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-1 pitch on the way from Panazzi. Goes back to the off speed. That was a curveball and just missed out the outside corner. Panazzi pitched for Italy in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Also the 2023 European Baseball Championship. Helped Team Italy reach the quarterfinals of the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Pitches high for a ball. Also talked about his fastball. I was reading a report as he misses high for ball 4. He walks Campbell. Face off against Bonnemer now, the 9th batter of the inning. First walk issued by him, and that's the 7th walk of the ball game by Rocket City pitchers.
And the 3rd of this inning.
He's increased his fastball velocity up into the mid to upper 90s range while he was pitching in Indy ball. Kind of reinvented himself, and he now has second life in affiliated baseball. First pitch in there for a strike to Bonnemer.
How many guys have we seen do that this year?
Yeah.
Those that gruesome twosome from Chattanooga, whose names escape me because I'm old and I don't remember things.
Almost threw a no-hitter against us.
Yeah.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. This is down and in for a ball. By the way, speaking of old, isn't tomorrow your birthday?
Yes, it is. Thank you for pointing that out. By the way, I was thinking of Ben Warewski and Cam Cotter, as well as Stephon Moore, all of Chattanooga.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball that time at 94 from Pinazzi. From Milan, Italy. You ever been to Italy?
Nope. Would love to, though.
I would love to go, too. Good ball and 2 strikes on Bonnemer. Speed pitch went back to the curveball. That one looked like it caught the corner. Yep, it did. At the knee. Should have been strike 3, but it was not. It's been a tough inning. 3 walks and 3 hits. 2-run single by Taussig. RBI single by McGill. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go on the appeal? Oh, wow. It was a fastball high. Or excuse me, that was a slider high at 88 miles an hour.
Frankly, I thought he held up on that one. It was the other check swing. I think it was Taussig that they say he did held up where I thought he went around. But now you got to get one over. It's 3-2.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. The runners are going to be off on the pitch at every base. There they go. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Welcome to Rocket City, Mr. Pinazzi. A little grin from the Italian as he comes off the field. Big inning, though, for Birmingham. They had 3 more on 3 walks, 3 hits, and they strand 3 on base. Time to stretch. Rocket City trails at 8-2. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike three! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
New pitcher for the Barons is right-hander Pierce George. He'll be facing off against Tucker Flint first. It'll be Flint who leads things off. Will be followed by Bartolero and then Cozart. 3, 6, 9, 10 straight retired by Barons pitchers. Takes you all the way back to the third inning as George delivers. And the first pitch is high and outside for ball one. That was a cutter at 90 miles an hour. So they go back to their bullpen. Nice work by Jackson Kelly. 2 innings, no runs, no hits, no walks. And he struck out 3. Tucker so far today is 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. He smokes one down the left field line, slicing towards the pole, and it's foul. Just foul down the left field line. Called by Garrett Nelson. Home run distance by Tucker. But he just sliced it a little bit too much.
That was a 4-seam fastball, middle, and he did pulverize the ball, 99 off the bat. Just couldn't keep it fair. I have a feeling George will try to stay away from that again.
That was a fastball. It was at 99. 1-1 pitch. Well, and he goes back to a curveball that time. Go from 99 to an 83 mile an hour, 12-6 curveball. 1-2.
This guy's had a rough year so far. We'll see if Rocket City can do some damage against him.
This is 14th appearance. 3-1. He has an ERA up over 8. 1-2 pitch on the way to Tucker. Takes a curveball high and outside. He's got kind of similar to Chris Cortez. He's got a very live arm, just trying to harness it. George out of Houston, Texas. Played his college ball at Alabama. 2-2 pitch on the way from the right-hander. Swinging a tapper foul over on that first base side. 13th round pick out of Alabama in 2024. Started out with Loe Canapolis. He was fantastic there at a 1.32 ERA in 10 outings. Here's the righties next. A swing and a miss. Well, that was a nasty curveball there. And down on strikes goes Flint. That's the 11th consecutive batter retired by Barons pitching since the third inning. First strikeout for George and one away for Caleb Bartolero. As Bartolero so far 1 for 2. He's increased his hitting streak to 6 games. In the process, pitch in there for a strike, going 1. Also played at Texas. Well, Texas and Alabama is where he spent his time. Slider misses outside that time. It's 1-1.
It's two pretty good campuses to go to school, boy. A lot of fun at those places. Ever been to Austin?
I have not.
Wonderful city.
1-1 pitch on the way to Bartolero. Swing and a miss. Good curveball that time at 84.
I can see why it's so popular amongst the kiddos, why they want to go out there. Just big city, a lot to do, but if you wanted to stay on campus, you'd be just fine.
1-2 pitch on the way to Bartolero. Ground ball right side to his counterpart, the first baseman DePino, on a big hop. He'll step on the bag ahead of Bartolero. 2 away now for Jacob Cozart. We speak about George's struggles, but his last 2 outings, he's picked up wins. His last 2 outings, he's combined for 3 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, no walks. But
maybe starting to come around.
Prior to that, he'd given up 5 runs in his previous 2 innings. And his first 2 outs looks pretty good here as Cozart in his Trash Pandas debut. 1 for 2, an RBI single back in that second inning. Takes a first pitch strike, lays off the cutter at 91. Playing for the Akron Rubber Ducks. Double-A for the Guardians. 0-1 pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Talked to him briefly. He was excited to get out of Akron. Said they weren't having the greatest of seasons over there.
Yeah, been to Akron?
No. Well, I drove past it.
You'd want to get out of there, too.
Pitch is a ball. It's 2-1 on Cozart.
I'm sure they're lovely people, but boy, oh boy.
They were the Akron Arrows, I believe, before they were the Rubber Ducks.
They were.
2-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses low. Here's some history for you. Ken Babby bought both those teams. He owned the Akron and Jacksonville. And took of course, named them the Rubber Ducks and then rebranded the Jacksonville Suns as the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. 3-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike, 3-2. They started a change.org petition that had about 10,000 signatures to change the name back to the Jacksonville Suns.
Well, the Suns, they were around forever, weren't they?
They were around a long time, yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cozart. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball that time, a curveball, and I tell you what, former Crimson Tide looked pretty good there. Strikes out 2, and we played 7 on to the 8th inning. Rocket City on the wrong side of this one. They trail it 8-2 to the Barons. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, before we start this top of the 8th inning, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
To take you home on this Wednesday night, here's Josh Carey, the pre-birthday boy.
Yeah, just a couple hours away as the first pitch is down and away. 1-0. Nicolo Pinazzi stays out there for a full inning of work after getting the final 2 outs of the 7th. And the next pitch is a slider swung through a miss, down and away. It'll go to 0-2 as due up for the Barons. It is their 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Briley, DePino, and Shelton. Been a rough night at the yard for the boys as it's 8-2 Barons in the top of the 8th. The 1-1. Swung, rolled to second, to his left. Shifting, fielding his Rodriguez. Throw to first is in time. And that'll be the first out of the 8th inning as Riley grounds to second. He's now 1 for 5 this evening. A double, a run scored, 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging. He's reached on there, and now that ground out to second. Well, anyway, as Pinazzi comes in, we mentioned he is the second native Italian to pitch in a Trash Pandas uniform. The first, of course, was Samuel Aldegheri. And we haven't really talked about Sam a whole lot this year. Want to check in and see how he's doing. Pitch for Italy, by the way, in the World Baseball Classic did Sam, as the pitch is called a strike. That was a slider. It's 0-1, and he has split time between Salt Lake and the Angels this year, while with the Halos, 3-4, 5.08 ERA. Over 9 games, 6 of them starts. As the set by Pinazzi. Here's the 0-1. Fastball swung and skied into center. Routine play for Flint. He'll drift over to his left, camp under it, and make the squeeze, and that'll be the second out of the 8th inning as Anthony DePino against Pinazzi. That's a nice little matchup. That'll be out number 2 as DePino now 1 for 5, a double, a run scored, 2 flyouts left in center, and then a strikeout looking and a rollout to short. Here is Colby Shelton. He's 1 for 2, a single, a strikeout looking, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Here's the pitch. And the fastball misses down and away to the left-handed hitter. It's 1-0. Meanwhile, at Salt Lake, which is where Aldeguerri is right now, he struggled 4-5 and ERA near 8 over 13 starts, but let's be candid. A lot of pitchers struggle in Salt Lake. Here's the 1-0. Tip foul at home plate. That's a slider. Going to even out a ball and strike. My question is this, and we've seen it happen to so many Angels farmhand pitchers who go up to Salt Lake. You know they're going to get hit. If they're getting hit there, can you imagine what's going to happen with Major League pitchers against Major League hitters should an expansion team go there? Here's the 1-1. That'll be strike 2. A curveball 1-2. It'll be, I think, Coors Field Part 2. 1-2 on Shelton as Pinazzi looks to end the inning. Nicolo from the belt. The 1-2, here it is. Swung on, belted into deep left. Back goes Thompson at the track, at the wall. He ran into it. It bounces off the wall and caroms away. Shelton into second, and he'll stop there with a double. I think Thompson had a beat on the ball, but it hit him above his head right at the top of the wall and bounded away. If it's another foot longer out there in left field, he probably makes the catch.
I thought that ball was gone off the bat the way it sounded. Yeah.
If he's able to get back there and set himself, he probably makes the catch, but he wound up running into the wall, and that distracted him from making the squeeze. So Shelton with a double, his second hit of the ball game. And 1 on with 2 out. Here's Ryan Burrows. He's 2 of 3, 2 singles, a strikeout swinging, a run scored, and a stolen base. Actually, he's also walked and scored twice. Left on right in the first pitch. There's a strike, a slider, and it's 0-1. By the way, we mentioned the Orioles beat the Angels earlier 5-2. It was also the Braves over the Marlins. 4-1 the final in that one. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. A fastball high and away. Going to go to 0-2, and Pinazzi with another chance to end the inning. St. Louis out to a 3-0 lead on the Yankees. That's surprising. Birds have been given the pinstripes a run for their money this week. Pinazzi will try to end the inning. Here's the 0-2. Swung and sliced foul off to the right. Going to remain at no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, back to Salt Lake. Can you imagine the amount of ecstasy for Blake Wyman? Not only do you not have to pitch in Salt Lake, but you're going to the big leagues.
Big leagues. Talk about a big-time reward for him. Now they just got to get him in the game. Maybe they'll do that tomorrow afternoon. As the 0-2. Down and in. He almost hit him. 1 ball and 2 strikes for a guy who has worked so hard. And, you know, we always talk about in life, in order to accomplish your goals, you can work as hard as you want, but at the end of the day, you need some breaks. Tell you what, Blake, not only did he work his tail off, he got a bunch of breaks over the last 24 hours or so to put him in that position. Now you just hope they give him an inning just to say he did it. 1-2 as the right-handed hitter stands back in. Next pitch by Pinazzi. That is called strike 3. It bounds off the catcher. Flores, the base runner, or Burrows, the batter, doesn't even run. The ball ends up about halfway between the home plate and the pitcher's mound, and Flores goes over, picks it up, and underhands it to first as Burrows didn't even try. That'll be a strikeout, and that'll be strikeout number 3 for Pinazzi. In the 8th inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. Bottom 8 on its way, 8-2 Birmingham. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Now, Jimmy, you better not be eating that baseball again.
But Dad, I yearn for the sweet taste of the sport. This is the best that I got.
Well, then, put down that ball and let's head over to the yard for something a little less rubber-y.
Don't eat your glove this season. Take advantage of our big zone deals and head on over to the Yard Milkshake Barn right outside of Toyota Field, where you'll find sweet treats like the Biscoff Cheesecake, Sweet Heat Mango, Shirley Temple Floats, and so many more. It's the Yard Milkshake Barn. Make this summer a home run hit.
You invest in your customers with your heart, soul, and skill. Well, it's time to invest in yourself with the next generation Cat 255 compact track loaders from Thompson Tractor. After all, those who give their best deserve the best. And this machine has it all. With features that include a more powerful engine, tri-axle truck loading capabilities, a spacious cab, and a smooth ride for all-day comfort. Thompson Tractor knows how much value you place on your customer satisfaction. It's how you build your business. It's also how we build ours. Since 1957, hardworking folks like you have counted on Thompson to provide the absolute best lineup of equipment in the industry, all backed by a customer service and product support team that time and again have proven to be second to none. It's all about maintaining peak performance. Always has been, always will be. Visit ThompsonTractor.com for details. Thompson Tractor, we're here for you.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Birmingham up on Rocket City 8-2, and do it for the Trash Pandas. It's going to be their 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Flores, Thompson, and Rodriguez, as the first pitch is a strike to Juan, and it will go to 0-1. Flores tonight is 0 for 2, a double play ball to short and a strikeout swinging as they face Pierce George for his second inning of work. The 0-1 by the right-hander, missing high that time with a cutter. Going to even out a ball and a strike. Meanwhile, we haven't checked. We were talking about Salt Lake Bees. May as well check in on them tonight.
Yeah.
See how some of our former friends are doing. As the next pitch, beautiful breaking pitch. That's a strike. Throw him a curveball that caught the top of the zone. It will go to 1-2 on Flores. Where are they playing? They're playing Oklahoma City at home. High setup, and now back to the bell goes George. Curveball, did he go around? They appeal, and no, he didn't. Wow. Justin Hilton said he held up. Perhaps a break there by Flores as it goes to 2-2. Let's see. Rowdy hitting second tonight. He is 1 for 2. By the way, they were playing the 5th inning. It's 2-1 Oklahoma City. Dodgers affiliate. 2-2 pitch. Fastball just missed off the plate outside. Going to run full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So he has a hit. And that's it for guys this year. Now, Nelson Rada, he's 0 for 2, but he's hitting .279 this year. He's having a good year for the Bees. As 3-2 inside on a breaking ball. Ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Flores. Juan will trot to first. That's going to be walk number 1 by George. 4th walk of the game by Barron's pitchers. And 1 on with no one out for Jake Thompson. He's 0 for 2. 2 pop-ups, 1 to short and another to second. Kyron Paris tonight has not registered an at-bat, but he's hitting .287. Boy, when he was here, he really struggled mightily, but he's turned things around nicely. But again, how much is that due to the thin air in Salt Lake? First pitch to Thompson, swung and hit foul straight back. Good cut that time by Jake. No balls and a strike.
Rowdy was 1 for 4 yesterday. And Leonard Garcia got in the game in relief. Went 2 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, no walks, struck out 1.
Open stance for the left-handed hitter. Off the line at third is Bonnemer. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball roped into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. At second is Flores. He'll make a turn, head for third, and he'll pull in standing up. Little opposite field job there by Thompson as he shot it into left center. Corner to corner goes Flores, and Rocket City with runners at the corners and no one out here in the top of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 8th inning for Nick Rodriguez.
Maybe down by 6, but this group of Trash Pandas, they're not one that gives up that easy. I'd love to see them grab some runs here late, at least take some momentum into tomorrow.
Nick is 0 for 1, 2 walks, a run scored, a stolen base. He's also been thrown out trying to steal, plus he struck out swinging. They play back to the Barons, hoping for outs as the pitch misses down and in. A slider, 1-0. By the way, Caden Dana got the start tonight for Rocket City. 4 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs on 4 hits. He's walked 5, struck out 4. His ERA is at 5.60. Here's the 1-0. Swung and he missed. He chased a bad one down and in, did Rodriguez. Going to even at a ball and a strike. So a long way to go here, but a good start to the 8th inning for the Trash Pandas as looks like activity is underway in the Birmingham bullpen. George comes set again. The 1-1. Down and in. Looked like another curveball. It will go to 2 balls and a strike. 8-2 Birmingham as we play the bottom of the 8th inning. They have 11 hits, Rocket City with only 4. The runners lead again. George. High leg kick, the 2-1. In the dirt, it's going to skip off the plate and carry him to the backstop. Runner coming home. He will score standing up. That's Flores on a wild pitch, and going first to second will be Thompson. Boy, oh boy, I don't know. I said it hit the plate. I'm not sure if it skipped in front of home and then kicked off of McGill or what the deal was, but that thing nearly kangarooed over the netting behind home plate. And Flores scored easily. So that'll make it 8-3. And like I said, first to second goes Thompson. Right against left, count 3-1, the pitch. Fastball, there's a strike. It'll run full now to 3-2. Wind starts to kick up again as it blows out toward right. A payoff pitch due to Nick Rodriguez as he'll step out of the box.
If for anything, Josh, we need to get the free wings.
We're 1 run away from doing that. Let's see if Nick can come through. Payoff pitch. Swung and he missed, strike 3. He chased a cutter down and away. It was off the plate, too. It's been a tough night for Nick. He strikes out for the second time. Strikeout number 3 for George. And that's also the 9th strikeout for Birmingham pitchers. And 1 away for Arjun Nimmala, who in his first game as a Trash Panda is 0 for 3. 2 rollouts to second and a flyout to right. Right on right as they play him to pull along the infield. That's the left side. The 0-1. Going to miss with a fastball down and away. 1-0 on Nimmala. Again, out of Tampa, Florida. Number 20 overall selection in the 2023 draft by the Blue Jays. Was hitting .265 at New Hampshire upon the trade. Here's the 1-0. That one misses low as well. Slider. 2 balls and no strikes. You know, we talk about youth. Imagine being 20 years old. You spent the first 3 years of your pro career, well, 3.5 years of your pro career with one organization, and then you're told all of a sudden, yeah, we're gonna ship you to the other end of the country to resume your career. That's exactly what's happening to Nimmala. I'm sure there's been a lot going through his head over the last 48 hours. 2-0 pitch. Takes it down and away. Forcing fastball. 3 balls and no strikes on the right-handed hitter. But the Angels don't make a move like that for a talent like Jose Soriano if they don't see something in this guy.
John Mozeliak said he was a guy that they had their eye on heading into the trade deadline.
Here's the 3-0. Fastball he took all the way for a strike. It's 3-1.
When the opportunity came for them to grab him, he was the guy they wanted to pick up.
Big lead at second by Thompson. George from the belt. And the 3-1 pitch. High and tight, ball 4. He missed with the fastball. Second walk of the game and of the inning by George. So that'll put runners at first and second. And don't look now, but a long one would make this a 2-run game. John Kovalik is going to jog out there, have a word with Pierce George as well as catcher Grant McGill. That's the Birmingham pitching coach. And go over the game plan here, but Rocket City slowly giving themselves a chance as it looks like a right-hander is ready for Birmingham. That is number 12, Morris Austin, who's up and throwing. But Kovalik with a quick consultation, and he'll go back to the dugout. So a right-on-right matchup as digging in will be Monroe. Jake, a sac fly to right, a walk, and a fly out to left. So he'll step in. 1 run already in for Rocket City. It's 8-3. Right on right from the belt, George. High leg kick, first offering. High and tight, missed with a fastball, 1-0. Pierce George, entering play today, had walked 9 and 14 in the third. That's a lot. And he's already walked 2 here tonight. Look in again. 1-0. That one called a strike. It caught the very bottom part of the zone down and away. It was a cutter. And it'll even at a ball and a strike. If you're watching on television, you can see in the background Campbell in right field just trying to stay loose. Not a whole lot of action for him this inning. The look in, the 1-1. Swung, bounced foul up the third base side. That'll land in the Barron's third base dugout. It will go to a ball and 2 strikes. By the way, someone was warming up earlier for Rocket City, but now they've sat down. So we'll see if the Trash Pandas go back to the pen in the 9th inning. Nicolo Pinazzi has looked very good this evening. From the belt again, George, the 1-2. Breaking ball, little flare into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Runner to third. They're going to hold him up as getting it back in is Campbell. Just a little dunker. It was a curveball high and tight, and it got him on the hands, but able to fight it off into right field was Monroe. Second to third is Thompson. First to second is Nimmala. Now Monroe with a bloop single, and they're loaded up with one away for Eddie Micheletti Jr.
Second time on base tonight, and here comes Pat Leland. He's going to make a pitching change. How about Jake Monroe?
He gets on base. What is that now? 25 out of 26 games? 24 out of 25 games as a Trash Panda. Remarkable. New pitcher coming in for the Barons. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pandas down 8-3. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner. Premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Rocket City trailing at 8-3, but now suddenly with a little bit of life here as Austin Morris will come on to pitch for a struggling Pierce George, who went an inning and a third. He surrendered 2 hits, 1 run. It's earned. All the runners on base are his responsibility. He walked 2. And he struck out 3. So Austin will come in, and he'll face Eddie Micheletti Jr., followed by Tucker Flint. Micheletti tonight in his Trash Pandas debut, 1 of 3. Actually, Angels debut. 1 for 3, a double, a rollout to third, and a strikeout swinging. This is a right-on-left matchup. Morris Austin, 1-2, a 7.45 ERA. He'll set, and the first pitch to Micheletti. Fastball cut on and missed, and he was going for the downs on that 96-mile-an-hour heat. It's 0-1. 15th appearance for Austin. 1 of 1 in saves, 19 in the third innings, 18 hits, 17 runs, 16 earned. He's allowed 4 homers, hit 3, walked 10, struck out 22. Opponents hitting .243 against him. Here's the set, and the 0-1. Fastball high and away. Evening at a ball and a strike on Micheletti. Again, 8th round selection of the Blue Jays out of Virginia Tech. He came over with Nimmala in the deal for Soriano, Jose Soriano, just a couple of days ago. Slightly open stance for Micheletti. The 1-1, here it is. Swing and a miss. He chased a changeup down and away. Beautiful pitch by Austin. It'll go to a ball and 2 strikes. Shaded up the middle is Calminares. A little bit of room on the left side if Micheletti can poke it to the opposite field. Austin from the letters, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a bad fastball way outside. Micheletti down swinging. Second time he's K tonight. Strikeout number 1 by Austin, and strikeout number 10 now for Birmingham pitchers. And 2 outs with the bases loaded for Tucker Flynn, who's had a tough one tonight. 0 of 3, 3 strikeouts, all swinging. But I wanted to bring this up as well. Tucker playing center field this evening. That's something we haven't really mentioned. That's not something he's done very often in his career. Right on left, first pitch. And fastball high and away, 1-0. Hasn't had many balls hit out to him, but just shows you the type of athlete he is. Plays all 3 outfield positions plus first base. But now he has a chance here to get Rocket City back in the ballgame. Bases full of Pandas with 2 away. Austin sets again, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Boy, that changeup has Rocket City fooled. That one was down and away off the plate, but he chased and missed, did Flint. It'll go to 1-1, and he's had a hard time with that pitch all night. It started with Thorpe and struggled again with Kelly. Let's see if Austin just sticks with it. Next offering, swung on, hit foul at home plate, and it'll go to 1-2, and just like that, Austin with a chance to wrap up the inning.
Mentioned Flint playing in center field. Would you like to guess out of 359 games as a Trash Panda how many Flint has played in center field?
I'll say 5.
Close, 17. That's it.
17. I'm surprised it's that many. But again, it shows the type of athlete he is. By the way, Austin out of Woodlands, Texas, went to Houston Christian. Here's the set and the 1-2. Down and away. He missed with a changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
All those are in 2024.
I'm trying to remember if he played any here that year, but I frankly can't remember.
It was for Rocket City.
It was all for Rocket City. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the set again. They want to go high in the zone. The 2-2. High and away. Another fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That means all the base runners will be on the move, so anything down the line or in the gap should clear them. Austin, a former member of the Brewers organization, drafted in the 10th round by Milwaukee in 2023. The left-handed hitter waits. Austin, payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. Flint doesn't like it, but it caught the inside corner. That was a changeup. Good pitch by Austin, and Flint is caught looking. Strikeout number 2 for Austin. Strikeout number 11 for Birmingham pitchers. And after all that, Rocket City comes away with only 1 run. It's earned. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors in the inning and 3 men left on base. End of 8-3 Birmingham. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hass, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We move to the 9th inning. Birmingham leading at 8-3, and Rocket City will go back to the bullpen. This will be Lucas Malstead, the 6th pitcher of the night for the Trash Pandas, and he'll face the bottom third of the order. It'll be Taussig, followed by McGill, and then Colmenares for the Barons. So right on left gets us started, and the first pitch is swung and popped into shallow center Going out on it, the shortstop Nimmala. He makes the call and the catch about 20 feet into shallow center field. Taussig pops to short. He's now 2 of 4. 2 singles, 2 RBI. That pop-up, a hit by pitch, and a pop-up to, actually 2 pop-ups to second. Or actually, I'm sorry, that was a pop-up to short. So pop-up to short, pop-up to second. He's actually driven in 3 runs. That hit by pitch was with the bases loaded. Here's Grant McGill, 1 of 3, an RBI single, 2 strikeouts, both swinging, and a walk. Right on right, first pitch. And there's a strike by the sidewinder. It's 0-1. Coming off a nice week is Malstead. In fact, he got the win on Sunday. 2 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks, and 2 strikeouts in the 8-5 win against Columbus. He'll deliver again, and the pitch is a changeup called a strike. 0-2, toss a scoreless inning on Friday as well. And that was it. Those were the 2 games he appeared in. 0-2 on the right-handed hitting McGill. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Climbed the ladder on the sinker at 91. McGill goes down on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 1 for Malstead, and that is now the 7th, 10th, 12th, 13th strikeout for Rocket City pitching. We've had a lot of Ks tonight for both teams.
And walks.
2 away for Jose Colmenares. He is 0 of 4, 3 strikeouts, all swinging, a fielder's choice, a run scored, and an RBI. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. Malstead 3-1, 3.66 ERA, 31st appearance, all in relief, 40 innings now, 37 hits, 17 runs, 16 earned, 3 homers, a hit by pitch, and now that one slapped down the line fair off the left field sidewall. Cairns back into play. Wide turn at first by Colmenares. He'll put the brakes on there as getting the ball back in quickly was Thompson. 2-out single by Colmenares. That'll be 6, 8, 10, 11, 12th hit of the game. So let's see. Malstead has now given up 38 hits, 17 runs, 16 earned, 3 homers, a hit batsman, 14 walks. He has struck out now 47, opponents hitting 248 against him. So 2 outs, runner at first for Dylan Campbell, who's 2 of 3. First pitch. And that'll miss inside, a changeup 1-0. 2-run double, a single, run scored. It's also been thrown out trying to steal, 2 walks, and a fly out to right. Playing up the middle, the second baseman, Nick Rodriguez, as the 1-0. There's a strike. Changeup going to even at 1-1. Due up in the bottom of the 9th for Rocket City. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Bartolero, Cozart, and Flores. Lucas, 1-1. Inside, almost hit him. McCarram's off the backstop up the first base line. Runner to second, he'll stop there. First off, I can't believe that didn't hit Campbell. And I think that's one of the few times I've seen a ball ricochet like that. We have a small concrete backstop here at Toyota Field. It's only about, 4 or 5 inches high, but somehow the ball found that, and then it shot back past everyone at home plate and up the first base line. Taking second base is Colmenares. On the wild pitch, it's 2-1. Right on right, next offering, rolled at third. To his left, Monroe. He'll fire across the diamond in time, and that will retire the side in the 9th inning. For Columbus, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom 9 on its way. It's 8-3 Birmingham. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Rocket City is trailing it 8-3. Morris Austin is going to stay out there for the ninth for Birmingham, and for him, this is a safe situation. He came on with the bases loaded and one away. Rocket City was down 5, but because the tying run was on deck, it does warrant a save opportunity. So he'll try to pick up his second save. As again, he will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Rocket City: Bartolero, Cozart, and Flores. Right against right. Open stance for Bartolero. First pitch. Swung and hit foul straight back. It's 0-1. So a couple of lines to catch you up on. Pierce George, inning in the third, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned for Birmingham. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Meanwhile, Lucas Malstead, if the game ends here, a scoreless ninth inning for the Trash Pandas. 1 hit, no walks, and 1 K. The 0-1 swung, hit foul again to the screen. It goes to 0-2 as down in the count is Bartolero, who tonight is 1 of 3. A single, a run scored. He's also flied to right and rolled to first. Rocket City was up 2-0 early, but Birmingham has scored 8 of the last 9 runs of this contest. Here's the set. And the 0-2 by Austin. That one just missed low. That was a cutter down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bartolero. They play him straight away and deep in the outfield. Austin back to the belt. The 1-2. Swung, slap foul, look out. As getting out of the way of that one, that's not Tony Jaramillo down there. That is one of the roving instructors for the Angels, who had to skip out of the way of that hard hit ball. Cool 100 off the bat. 1-2 on the right-handed hitter. Off the line at first is DePino. The set, the kick, the pitch. Swung and lob foul again off to the right. Remaining at 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, Austin, he has spent time in AAA this season. He was with Charlotte, where he went an inning and a third scoreless. Allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, K2. Spent most of this year at High A Winston-Salem. The 1-2, here it is. Swung, line into left field. That's going to get into the corner and 1 hop the wall. Around first, Bartolero. He's chugging for second. He'll stop there, and a good start to the bottom of the ninth. Boy, that came 1 hitter too late, didn't it?
It did.
Leadoff double by Bartolero as, again, Rocket City left the bases loaded in the 8th inning. But a good start to the 9th, and 1 on with no one out as Jacob Cozart will stand in. That one 95 off the bat. So Cozart got his Trash Pandas career off to a good start with an RBI single in the second. Since then, he has struck out twice, both times swinging. Right against left, open stance for Cozart. First pitch, fastball, just missed low. 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. Win not a factor. They play Cozart to pull on the infield. Back to the letters. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball swung and fouled back. He hung him a changeup, but he couldn't take advantage. Going to even out a ball and a strike. This game turned in the other direction due to a rough 4th inning for Bryce Osmond. He couldn't buy an out early in the frame, and then a couple of errant plays at second turned that inning into the wrong direction as well. The kick, the 1-1. Fastball, launched foul off to the left. Go to 1-2. An inning-ending double play ball went by the wayside on a poor throw by Rodriguez, and then a few batters later, Nick made another bad throw to first on what was a throwing error and led to another run for Birmingham. And hasn't been the same since. Birmingham with 3 more in the 7th and Rocket City with 1 in the 8th. The set again, the 1-2. Fastball down and in. Going to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Knoxville swept a doubleheader from Chattanooga earlier today, so if Rocket City can't come back, they will wake up tomorrow tied for first in the division. Here's the 2-2 on its way. Swung on, tap foul at home plate. He was fooled on the changeup, but again, getting a piece of it was Cozart to stay alive. Big lead at second by Bartolero. Austin with the 2-2. Swung, tap foul again up the first baseline. Good fight here by Cozart. 6th pitch of the at-bat. He went to NC State. Quietly, really good baseball program there. Their longtime head coach, Elliot Avon, just called it a career this past spring. Led them to a couple of College World Series berths. Shaded up the middle, the shortstop, Colmenares. The 2-2. Swung and belted into deep left. Going back is Taussig, though. He's there. He's got it. For out number 1. Boy, off the bat, I thought he got all of it. Racing back to second and beating the throw is Bartolero.
There's a few balls hit out that direction that they might get out of the ballpark, but didn't.
It's no win, but it really shouldn't matter. Those balls, I know which one you're talking about. I think it was by Birmingham in the 7th. But a couple of hard-hit balls that just died. Either way, it's out number 1, and here's Juan Flores. A walk, a run scored, a strikeout swinging, and a 6-3 double play. Right on right. Austin, first pitch. That was just barely a strike down and in. It clipped the lower inside corner. Flores doesn't like it. Northrop Grumman postgame show to follow the action here. We'll make it a quick one. It's been a long night. Here's the 0-1. And another strike taken. That one a cutter on the lower outside corner. Going to go to 0-2, and Flores is going to have to shorten up here. Coming up tomorrow, again, it will be another 6:35. First pitch when the Trash Pandas take on the Barons in Game 3 of this series. Nate Snead back to the bump against Lucas Gordon. Here's the 0-2. Pitch outside. Fired another cutter down and away. 1-2. Snead coming off a fine outing against Columbus last Friday. 3-5, a 4.53 ERA. Gordon, the southpaw, 3-6, an ERA above 5. The set again. Here's the 1-2. Fastball hit foul straight back. Went high and tight that time. And fighting it off was Flores. Going to remain at a ball and 2 strikes as Jake Thompson waits on deck. A lot of long at-bats tonight. 12 hits for the Barons, 6 for Rocket City. Each team has committed an error. Here's the set again, the 1-2 on its way. Missed outside, that time with a cutter. 2-2.
Angels TV broadcast tomorrow night.
And Saturday as well. That'll be a big one. I think we're going to get a lot of viewership for all the new faces the Trash Pandas have. The set again, 2-2. Swung, laced down the right field line, but that's going to tail foul off the extended netting. And remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flores about to see the 7th pitch of the at-bat. By the way, around the Angels organization today, Rancho is at their former home, which is Inland Empire. Inland Empire, which is now a Mariners affiliate, leading at 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Counted up the moves that the Angels made in their minor league system on Monday and Tuesday.
First, here's the set. The 2-2 to Flores. High and away with the fastball, 3-2.
My count was correct, and I didn't miss any. There were 79 transactions made.
That's a lot.
Promotions, releases.
That time of year.
New additions.
Payoff pitch due to Flores on the way. Swung, rolled softly, skips off the mound. Charging in the second baseman, off balance throw, just in time to get Flores for out number 2. Frankly, even if it skips, if it misses the mound, I think they still get to it, but it hit the rubber. It popped into the air by about 20 feet, having to charge in. Wait for it to come down with Sheldon. And then he made the off-balance throw to first, and they get Flores by about a half step.
I'll tell you what, man. Juan Flores is not the fastest guy in the Southern League, but my man can hustle and run down that first base line. I've been really impressed with his ability to run the bases. And here it is, an 8-3 ball game, and he is hustling his rear end off to get down that first base line. That's some of the little things that you really, really love to see, especially a young guy like him.
Bartolero goes second to third on the play. Time is called as McGill goes out there to have a word with Austin with 2 outs and a runner at third base. Yeah, it's not a lot to ask for if you're a batter. I mean, you got to hustle on the field, but when you come to the plate and put it in play, just run hard 4 times a game. That's all we can ask. Here's Thompson now, 1 of 3. 2 pop-ups, 1 to short, another to second, and then a little flare that fell into right field his last time up for a single. This is a right-on-left matchup. Pitch to Jake. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with a changeup down and away. It's 0-1. By the way, with the win today, and as we mentioned, because Knoxville has won the first half, you're Rocket City, you're just trying to keep Birmingham and Chattanooga back. Chattanooga has fallen on its face. Here's the set in the 0-1. And the changeup misses high. It's a ball and a strike. With this win, Birmingham would move 2 back of Rocket City and Knoxville. So they're hanging around. They haven't had a great year, but they're hanging in there as much as they can. The 1-1 to Thompson on the way. Fastball. That one just off the plate. Going to go to 2-1 on the left-handed hitter.
There's a long way to go. 6 weeks. Anything can happen.
And a lot will happen. Still can make plenty of moves between now and then as well. Here's the 2-1. Swung and hit foul off to the left. Going to go to 2-2 and a chance here for Austin to wrap it up. 8-3 Birmingham, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, runner at third base, and the count 2-2 on Jake Thompson. This is amazing. 8-3 tonight. We're well over 3 hours. Last night it was 8-3, 2 hours and 25 minutes. Go figure. The set by Austin, the 2-2.
Baseball.
Here it is. Swung and shot out into center field, charging in, diving. Unable to get there is Burrows. That'll fall in for a hit, and a run will score. Stopping at first is Thompson. Back-to-back singles for him. As Bartolero scores from third, it's now 8-4 as Thompson drives in his 18th run of the season.
Well, at least it's not a repeat last night. It's 8-3, 8-3 the opposite, and the ball was hit on a line that time and just got by the center fielder Burrows.
It was about 100 off the bat. You could see kind of knuckled at him. Burrows also started back instead of coming in and wound up costing him as he dove at the last moment and came up just short. So here's Nick Rodriguez, 2 walks, a stolen base, a run scored, 2 strikeouts, both swinging, and he watches the first pitch hit the outside corner, a fastball. It's 0-1. He's also been thrown out trying to steal, and he'll just try to keep the train moving. Rocket City needs 2 more base runners to give themselves a chance. Right on left as Nick waits open. Runner will go. Pitch is high, and he wanted to throw to second to McGill, but he dropped the ball.
Was he being held on?
What's that?
Was he being held on?
I don't know. He wasn't. I'll wait to see how they score that.
I didn't notice if he was being held on at first base.
From now on, we'll call that a catcher's indifference, but that may change. Either way, it's 1-1 on Nick Rodriguez. Big lead at second by Thompson. 1-1 delivery. That one is low. That's a changeup, 2-1. Actually, they did give him a steal.
Steal, yeah.
And for Thompson, he's now 2 of 3 in that department. 2-1 on Nick Rodriguez. They wheel him around to the right. They play him straight away and deep in the outfield. 2-1. Chopped to second. This should do it. Waiting back on it is Shelton. Throw to first is in time, and that's a winner for Birmingham. Ground out to second. Rocket City in the 9th inning will come away with 1 run. It's earned. They will do it on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left. And for Morris Austin, he pitches the final inning and 2/3 of this one. He gives up, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned by him. He walked no one, and he struck out 2. And that'll end the ball game as Rocket City drops this one 8-4. Ugly game tonight as it goes 3 hours and 16 minutes, played in front of 2,636. For Birmingham, 8 runs on 12 hits. The Barons committed 1 error and left 11. And for Rocket City, 4 runs. The Trash Pandas mustered 7 hits for the ball game. They committed an error. Rocket City left 6 on base. Winning pitcher Jackson Kelly in relief. He will go to 1-2. Kelly, 2 perfect innings. He struck out 3 of the 6 men he faced. Bryce Osmond with a rough one tonight out of relief for Rocket City. He falls to 2-3. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Morris Austin with his second save of the season. Inning and 2/3, 2 hits, a run was earned, no walks, and 2 punch-outs for him. As, again, Birmingham wins at 8-4. For those of you on Way More Television, have a great night. Be back here tomorrow, 6:30 airtime, 6:35 first pitch for Game 3 of this 6-game series between Rocket City and Birmingham. And for those of you listening on Talk Radio WZZN and ESPN 97.7 The Zone, the Northrop Grumman postgame show is coming up right after this. Again, Birmingham a winner over Rocket City by the final of 8-4. For Chris Harris and for Daniel Williams, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. And this has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Another one is in the books. Now, let's head to postgame.
Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Welcome into the Northrop Grumman postgame show, everyone. Josh Carey with you, and back at Mission Command running the boards is Daniel Williams, where the news is not so good tonight. Rocket City falls to Birmingham by the final of 8-3 in a rather forgettable contest that lasted well over 3 hours. 3 hours and 60 minutes to be exact. Rocket City was up 2-0 early, but a 5-run fourth inning did them in. The Barons then added 3 more to take a commanding 8-2 lead. And the Trash Pandas just did not have enough to come back tonight as, again, they lose 8-4. With that, they fall into a first-place tie with Knoxville in the Southern League North Division standings for the second half. Trash Pandas fall to 53-50 on the year. Their 4-game winning streak comes to a close. They also drop to 18-17 for half number 2. Meanwhile, the Barons, they are now 42-62 on the season. They are now 16-19 for the second half. Here's what happened in this ball game. And again, Rocket City started fast, getting back-to-back runs in innings 1 and 2. They were starting against Major League rehabber Drew Thorpe, and they plated those 2 runs off of Thorpe. In the first inning, leadoff walk to Nick Rodriguez. He would steal second, move to third on a soft ground out to second by Arjun Nimmala in his first Angels/Trash Pandas at bat. Runner at third with one away. Jake Monroe would lift a sacrifice fly to right to score Rodriguez and give Rocket City a 1-0 lead. In the second inning, Caleb Bartolero would start things with a single and then move to second as the rolling ground ball got past the center fielder Burrows, that is Ryan Burrows, for an E8. That allowed the base runner Bartolero to take second base. He would then come in to score on a seeing eye single into center by Jacob Cozart in his first Trash Pandas/Angels at bat. That drove in his first run as a Trash Panda, of course, and gave the Trash Pandas a 2-0 lead. Now, for Rocket City, this was going to be a bullpen game. Lucas Knowles started the contest, and he went 3 shutout innings. It was a struggle at times, surrendered 3 hits, walked 1, but he also struck out 3 and kept it a 2-0 Rocket City lead entering the fourth, but then they handed the keys to Bryce Osmond, and Bryce just had a rough night tonight as the first 4 men he faced all reached. He gave up a leadoff double to Anthony DePino, and then Kobe Shelton was walked to put runners at first and second. After that, Ryan Burrows roped a single to load the bases with no one out before a bases-loaded hit by pitch to James Taussig would force in the first run of the game for the Barons and make the score 2-1. After that, Osmond was able to strike out Grant McGill swinging, and then, my goodness, he had a chance to get out of the inning. Jose Colmenares came to the plate, hit a routine double play ball to the third baseman, Jake Monroe. Monroe fired to Rodriguez, covering second for out number 1, but then Rodriguez, his throw to first, which he makes about 999 times out of 1,000, well, he dirted it. It was wide to the right of first base. Able to knock it down was Bartolero, but it should have been a double play ball. As it was only a 5-4 fielder's choice. That brought in a run for Colmenares. It was his first RBI as a Baron, and that would make it a 2-2 ball game. And then right after that, you don't get the double play. The Barons made Rocket City play. 2 men on with 2 men out. Dylan Campbell would rope a 2-run double into right center field. That would score both Burrows from third and Colmenares from first. Suddenly, Rocket City found itself down 4-2. After that, it was Osmond taken out of the game in favor of Jose Gonzalez. Gonzalez would walk Caleb Bonnemer to put runners at first and second. And then Alec Briley would ground a ball deep in the hole at right to the second baseman, Rodriguez, who ranged to his left to field the ball. However, his throw to first was low. Unable to pick the ball out was Bartolero. A throwing error this time on Rodriguez, and that allowed Campbell to score from second on the throwing error by Rodriguez, and that suddenly would make it a 5-2 game. Rocket City really never recovered from there. The Barons would plate 3 more runs by batting around in the 7th inning. They sent 10 men to the plate in the 4th, 9 more in the 7th. Leadoff double by Alec Briley against Chris Cortez. Cortez would then strike out Anthony DePino for out number 1, but back-to-back walks to Colby Shelton, and Burrows would load the bases before James Taussig came through with a 2-run single, and that would make the score 7-2 at that point. Going first to second was Burrows on the play, and then Grant McGill would wrap up the scoring for Birmingham with an RBI single, scoring Burrows from second, and that would make it an 8-2 ball game. Meanwhile, for the Trash Pandas, after that unearned run in the second inning, the Bats did a whole bunch of nothing from the 3rd through the 7th innings. In fact, no hits in innings 3 through 7. Rocket City, in fact, had only 2 base runners. Both of them were on walks by Thorpe in the 3rd inning, but he would finish his night by retiring the final 4 men he faced. And at one point, Birmingham pitchers retired 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 Trash Pandas in a row leading into the 8th inning. Rocket City would try to make a comeback in that 8th inning. Juan Flores led off with a walk. He would move to second on a single. Actually, he would go to third on a single by Jake Thompson. Then after a strikeout by Nick Rodriguez, Arjun Nimmala would walk before a wild pitch uncorked by Pierce George would score Flores. That would make it an 8-3 ball game. A single by Jake Monroe loaded the bases with only 1 out. In came Morris Austin in what became a save situation. He would strike out Eddie Micheletti Jr. swinging and got Tucker Flint to strike out looking. That ended that threat, and that was really Rocket City's best chance to get back in the game, as it was 8-4 entering the 9th inning. And in the bottom of the 9th, Caleb Bartolero would lead off with a double after Cozart flew out to left, and Juan Flores rolled out to second, sending Bartolero to third. An RBI single by Jake Thompson would score Bartolero. That would make it an 8-4 ball game, and then Nick Rodriguez would roll out to second to end the ball game, and Rocket City again falls short tonight by the final of 8-4. Here are your totals for Birmingham: 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 11. Rocket City 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6. Jackson Kelly with the win in relief for the Barons. He moves to 1-2, 2 perfect innings. He struck out 3 of the 6 men he faced. Bryce Osmond suffers the loss for the Trash Pandas. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for him. Morris Austin, with his second save of the season, did a nice job. Inning and 2/3, 2 hits, a run that was earned, no walks, and 2 punch-outs. Time of game, 3 hours and 16 minutes, and the attendance, 2,636. As again, Rocket City loses to Birmingham tonight by the final of 8-4. But a little piece of good news: with 4 runs, the Trash Panda fans can claim 6 free wings on us at Walk-On Sports Bistro. Dine-in only, offers valid 24 hours after today's game. Again, your final score: Birmingham 8, Rocket City 4. We'll take one more break on the Northrop Grumman post-game show. Come back and wrap it up right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back here to wrap it up on the Northrop Grumman postgame show. Again, Rocket City comes up short tonight to Birmingham. Final score is 8-4. Before we call it a night, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
And as always, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. That's going to do it for us tonight. We will be back at it tomorrow. It'll be a 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch for Game 2 of this 6-game series between Rocket City and Birmingham. Tomorrow, the Trash Pandas will trot out their right-hander Nate Sneed, 3-5, 4.53 ERA, coming off a strong outing on Friday against Columbus, a game where he gave up 3 runs, but he also only gave up 3 hits. There was a bloop single, a couple of home runs hit by Columbus. Outside of that, those were the only 3 base runners he allowed for the game. Rocket City came back to win after he had departed in that contest. He'll be opposed by left-hander Lucas Gordon, who Rocket City has hit pretty well this season. He's 3-6, a 5.15 ERA for the left-hander. Let's hope the bats can turn it back on tomorrow. They went a little quiet tonight, did the offense, but we'll see if they can get back on track as Rocket City will try to go up 2-1 over Birmingham. Again, 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch. Trash Pandas and Barons, Game 3 of 6. Love to have you here at the ballpark, but if you can't join us here at the stadium, join us on Talk Radio WZZN and ESPN 97.7 The Zone for all of the action. That'll do it for us tonight. Special thank you back at Mission Command for all the hard work this evening from Daniel Williams. And, of course, thank you to all of you for listening to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Again, your final score this evening, it's the Barons over the Trash Pandas. Final score is 8-4 for Chris Harris and for Daniel Williams. And for everyone with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Thank you for listening to Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Trash Panda Baseball has been brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.